Welcome to Friday Night Lights. Hi, everybody. I'm Ken Sawyer, sitting in for Gary Crispin this week, along with the Professor Bay Mayer. Friday Night Lights brought to you by the Fairfield Auto Group. Fairfield for fair deals. It's part of the Ready Rhode Armor Allstate Insurance Game of the Weekend. What a game we have. The last time our crew was down at Danville, it was one of the coldest nights ever last November. Shouldn't be that cold, but the game should be just as exciting. The Montoursville Warriors and Danville Ironmen, both 5-1, baby.
Well, you know, when you're in the seventh game of the season and you have two 5-1 teams playing, that's really a big deal. And it's a premier game for both teams. I kind of think it's almost a must-win for both of these teams. But you look at Danville. Danville's big victory of the year of the year so far came at Central Columbia last week. They had a nice victory down there against a good Central Columbia team. On the other hand, if you take a look at Montoursville, their premier win so far this season has been a victory over Loyal Sauk Township, and that was a big win for them. So almost both of them by close to the same score. And I think what you're going to see come out of this is you're going to see two teams that really know this is a big game.
That's battle for first place in the Heartland Conference. It's also a battle for first place in the district standings in their classification in AA. So it is a key game. The winner of this game will have a 2-game lead on everybody other than the team they beat tonight. So this is a huge game tonight. We'll tell you more about it when we come back on Friday Night Lights. We'll talk about the fast facts for this Friday night coming up next.
Hard to believe, Rennie Rhode Armor Allstate Insurance, 40 years and going strong here in Williamsport, Westminster Drive. And Rennie, you know, I know one of the things we've talked about in the past, life insurance, and how important having life insurance is for folks that are married, have a home. Tell me more about life insurance.
Most people don't realize. They think $100,000 or $50,000 is enough life insurance. We try to talk to people every time they pick on an additional debt, especially buying a home and getting a mortgage. We want to make sure there's adequate coverage there, that if something happened, the family would be able to stay in their home and not have to move or sell a house that may be less than it's worth because you have to get rid of it.
So bottom line is it's that insurance policy, knowing you've got the life insurance to make sure you're in great shape if anything would ever happen.
Exactly, Gary. I've been on both sides. I've had situations where people died and there was adequate coverage and the house was able to be paid off and whatever. And I've also seen the other side of the coin where people were forced to sell their house because there wasn't adequate life insurance at that time.
Good idea to check on life insurance by calling Rennie Rhode Armor Allstate Insurance, Westminster Drive, Williamsport, and in Mansfield, 326-6645.
Roach Financial has been committed to building trustful, long-lasting relationships with our customers for over 25 years now. Over the years, both our personal as well as our family of customers has grown. Our mission has remained clear: stay true to our ethics and constantly keep our customers' needs in mind. Come join our family for the next 25 years as we continue to provide employee benefit and financial services within the community we serve.
Biter's Furniture, Mattress, and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biter's Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance, Route 15, South Side. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves on our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years.
Over the years, this area has seen its share of ups and downs. And for the past 30 years, our employees have been dedicated to making sure your investment in your vehicle goes a long way, from sales to service. And we promise that same level of commitment for the next 30 years. It's your time, Central Pennsylvania. You deserve a fair deal. Fairfield. You're gonna love us.
Welcome back to Friday Night Lights, brought to you by the Fairfield Auto Group. Fairfield for fair deals. I'm Ken Sawyer with Bay Mayor. Time for the Fast Facts, brought to you by Palco Federal Credit Union, Chad Road in Muncie. Babe, Montoursville, Danville, give me some fast facts.
Well, I think the big thing you have to look at is the two type of teams. Danville throws the ball more than they run the ball, but they still have good balance. On the other side, you got a Montoursville team that has tremendous balance, but they tend to run the ball more than pass the ball. And so we're going to see Let's call it a running team against a passing team, and that usually makes for a good combination to see who can play the better defense to stop what they have to stop. On the other hand, both these teams have a big loss that is a big question mark above them, and the big loss, of course, is that Montoursville went up to Jersey Shore, got beat by Jersey Shore
by 10 points.
By 10 points, and it was a good loss. On the other side of the coin, you have Danville that came into Loyalsock, a Loyalsock team that had just come off a defeat, fired up, that had Connor Watkins, and Loyalsock knocked them off 41-40. And in that game, the most amazing thing is that Danville was able to put 40 points on the scoreboard.
One of the things I think is a big factor tonight is going to be the defenses for these teams, because it really shows what the challenges are. When Babe talked about balance, Danville has 16 yards between total offense between passing and running. Montoursville, about 150 yards difference between the two, leaning, as Babe said, toward the rush game. So the defenses really have their work cut out for them. We'll continue taking a look at Chris Massey's picks for this week when the Big Five continues on our Friday Night Lights.
Jim Moff and Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff and Associates, moffandassociates.com.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
I've had an interest in reptiles and amphibians since I was 11 or 12 years old. And so when I came out of the military in 1964, I began to build Reptiland. And with the help of family and friends and employees, the zoo has continued to grow ever since. Sure, a lot of things have changed in 53 years, but one thing has never changed: the smiles. Welcome to Reptiland.
Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, serving 3 meals 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 3 p.m. on Sundays. House-made desserts, including famous Griggs' sticky buns, coffee, peanuts, and peanut butter, and specialty drinks. Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, just off North Loyalsock Avenue in Montoursville.
Bud Furlinger, River Valley Transit's original driver, date back to 1933. This baby goes back to 62. Sort of reminds me of my third wife, Shirley. You can see it here at the Peter Hurtig Transportation Museum. You know, we've come a long way, but we still have the lowest discounted fares in the state. We cover the region from Jersey Shore to Hughesville. This is the new Church Street Transportation Center. And this baby is our new hybrid bus. River Valley Transit, dedicated to get you there.
BJ's Steak and Rib House, a Central PA classic since 1982, has done it again. They have perfected the authentic wood-fired Neapolitan pizza. It is unlike anything you've tasted. Handcrafted the traditional Naples way, using authentic products and preparation techniques in an amazing hand-built imported Italian wood-fired oven. 900 degrees, 90 seconds later, it's perfection. Check it out at BJ's Steak and Rib House, Selinsgrove.
For over 30 years, Fairfield Auto Group has had an unyielding commitment to hometown values. And we know how important those are to you. At Fairfield, cars cost less, but our service remains unrivaled. Fairfield for fair deals. Fairfield. You're gonna love us.
Ken Sawyer back on Friday Night Lights, brought to you by the folks from Fairfield Auto Group. Fairfield for fair deals. And this segment is our Big Five. We're going to talk to the undisputed, acknowledged head of sports in this area. No one knows sports better than the Sun Gazette's Chris Massey. And we're brought to you by Harder Sporting Goods on Lycoming Creek Road. The Big Five. All right, let's start. Where you want to start making predictions this time?
Let's go with the old shoe game, Muncie and Montgomery. Should be a good one. Coleman good. Probably not going to play for Muncie, so that hurts. But I still like the Indians. I think they're too strong up front, I think, for Montgomery. So we'll go 21-14 Muncie.
All right, 21-14 Indians on top of the Red Raiders in that one. Let's talk about the Millionaires in Pittston. A lot of questions, of course, whether Potts will play for the Millionaires.
Yeah, and obviously that's a huge blow if he can't. But the encouraging sign for Williamsport was the defense played really well against Scranton. And you still have Joe Fagnano and Marcus Simmons and some other weapons, and the line's developing. So I think they're good. Unfortunately, they've been in this position before. They dealt with it last year, so I'm going to go with the Millionaires 35-21.
35-21. Let's talk a little bit about the South Williamsport Mounties headed down to Central Columbia. Key ball game.
Yeah, and it's the second game of a brutal three-game stretch for them, Southern, Central, Mount Carmel. I think South will give them a game, but I think Central's pretty tough. I think they're a AAA title contender. I'm going to go with the Blue Jays 28-20.
28-20. All right. Of course, Mounties lost their kicker, and they've been having some struggle with some extra points,
hurts.
too. Yeah. Loyal Sock Mifflinburg.
I think this is a good game. I think Sock, is as much as they've struggled without Connor Watkins, they've got a stretch of games here where they've got a chance to get on a winning streak, and I think they'll get it done this week and win 27-14.
Yeah, Kavanaugh's getting better.
He is, and I mean, it's a tough spot to be in for anybody, let alone a sophomore, but I think he's doing a good job.
Now, our game, the game of the week, the Danville Ironmen hosting the Montoursville Warriors.
It's going to be a great game. Both teams evenly matched, both skill players all over the place on both teams, so I think it's going to come down to what it so often comes down to in the trenches, who can win the battle up front. I'm going to go with Danville because I think they've got a little bit of an experience edge, and they've been in more of these big games. It could go either way, but we'll go 34-28 Danville.
34-28. All right, well, we're going to find out a little bit later on Friday Night Lights all about how those predictions come out. For Chris Massey and for Harder Sporting Goods, I'm Ken Sawyer. That's the Big Five for tonight.
Road Armor Allstate Insurance. Rennie, congratulations. 40 years and going strong, and many, many more. Rennie, a lot of times we've talked about liability insurance. I know I'm well covered. You guys have my back on that. Let's talk liability insurance and how important it is to have the proper insurance liability-wise in case anything would happen.
Yeah, what I look at in our business, the most important thing is making sure that whatever happens to a client, any accident, any type of thing, they don't have to worry about losing their house and home and their life savings. Everything with us is built around liability, making sure they have the proper coverage. It is absolutely scary to see the type of settlements and what we're seeing in this litigious society that we have today.
Sue happy. Sue happy.
The best way to say it.
Yeah.
A lot of people look at it as a way to make a living. I've seen $1 million lawsuits at least on 3 occasions over the last couple of years. $1 million settlements.
Bottom line is liability insurance, it's a key. Talk to the experts. Rennie Rodarmel, Allstate Insurance, hats off to you. 40 years and going strong. Give them a call today, 326-6645. Hey guys, by now you know my favorite place in the entire world, Macetto's Deli, Kenwood Avenue, Old Lycoming. Why do I put on weight? I love the best homemade soup in Central PA. Best deli sandwiches, and Monday through Saturday, the amazing breakfast, the omelets, the pancakes, and don't forget about the amazing sausage, gravy, and biscuits here at Macetto's, Old Lycoming Township, Kenwood Avenue. Do I have a feeling that somebody's behind the... What's going... Oh, Tammy, yeah. She's always here at Macetto's. You know, local families have been going to Dr. David Raymore for more than 30 years in the greater Williamsport area. And now many of the kids are grown and married, and their kids are going to see Dr. David Raymore and his great staff. See, they put smiles in the faces of parents and grandparents and all the kids for years. They specialize in general and cosmetic dentistry with 3 licensed dental hygienists on staff. And now they're accepting new patients. Dr. David Raymore, General Dentistry, 1033 Washington Boulevard, Williamsport. When it comes to Billtown's best pizza, everyone knows Park Pizza. Memorial Avenue, Williamsport, right behind the outfield fence at Bowman Field. Offering takeout, delivery, and dine-in, open daily at 4 p.m. Finest pizza around and great stromboli, wings, and more, the best since 1960. It's a tradition in pizza like no other. Takeout, delivery, dine-in, Park Pizza since 1960. Give them a call today at 322-9024.
Rainbow Carpet is pushing the limit on cash and carry pricing. We're slashing pricing on all uninstalled products, including hardwood, ceramic tile, and vinyl click flooring. It's all up to 40% off. Our expert flooring installers will show you or your contractor the basics of installation to keep your costs down and get the most for your money. Between the cash and carry pricing and the right products for your lifestyle, Rainbow Carpet makes it more affordable than ever to get the great floors you need in your home. Looking for a great backsplash? Look no further than Glazio Tile. Unique, colorful, and cost-friendly, Glazio makes a great choice for backsplashes or decorative inlays. Come take a look at our Provenza engineered hardwood line. You get the newest colors and the wide wood everyone's talking about. Come see us at Rainbow Carpet to start your journey to better flooring with affordable pricing.
Welcome back to Friday Night Lights as we count down toward the Montoursville at Danville football game, a battle of 5-1 teams tonight. And it's time to learn about the impact players of the game, brought to you by Biters Home Center. And, of course, after the game, we'll be giving away a Biters Home Center game ball. The impact players in this one, for Danville, when I talked to J.C. Kiefer and his players on Monday night, all they could talk about, number 17, Peyton Persing. He has scored 4 touchdowns running, 3 pass receiving, and 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown, and had a 3rd one called back. So that is one of the keys why I'm picking Peyton Persing.
Well, you know, you can't argue with that, Ken. I think that's a great choice. I think you also got to mention for Danville that there's a key player in Prescott, who's a defensive player. He leads the team in tackles, and by a pretty good margin. And when you're playing against a running team, you need a tackler on that field, and I think he could be the tackler on that field. What do you think about the Montoursville Warriors?
Well, I think number 12, Hunter Shearer, is our guy because he has had what a turnaround from last year. More experience. He's only thrown a couple interceptions this year. But the Danville defense, they play what they call a 3-5. So they drop a lot of people back, giving you different reads than what he's seen during the year. They also, as a team, have 9 interceptions going into this ball game. So I think his ability to be able to read once he gets the play call, whether to run or pass, and then where to pass, is going to be a major factor in Montoursville's success.
I couldn't agree more. Shear has had a great season. I think he makes good decisions. We did the Loyal Sock game. I watched the things he did there. He's going to have to do those same things in order for Loyal Sock to come up a winner. And
the defense is going to have to be great, too, because speed is the word for both of these teams. When I asked both coaches, how do you describe the other team? Oh, man, if they got speed. It's going to be a fun night. We will continue from Danville when we come back. This is Friday Night Lights, brought to you by the Fairfield Auto Group. Fairfield for fair deals. The Rennie Road Armor Allstate Insurance Game of the Week's coming up next. Montoursville at Danville.
I know you need a great night's sleep. You're in the right place. Biters, that's right. Route 15 South Williamsport, the Sleep Center. Joe Biter is the master of selling you the greatest mattress and bedding of all time. You sold me. You had me at hello. The Simmons Beauty Rest Platinum Firm. But you've got a bed for everybody, a mattress for everybody, and it's incredible. I've never had better sleep.
Thank you, Gary. We've been in the bedding business for about 30 years. I think we're getting there. Well, I think we kind of got it perfected. So we had a big redo the last couple years. We redid our sleep center and added some top name brands like the Simmons Beauty Rest Platinum that you have. We have Tempur-Pedic, we have Sealy, a couple other strong brands, and we have 40 beds on the floor. One is right for everybody.
Hundreds to choose from, and you can customize it. You customized it for me. Let's show them how it works. It's got the remote. I laid down, and I was sold immediately. Raised the foot, raised the head part. It's great. Cuts down on snoring, acid reflux. It's great for your health and circulation, but it's great also if you want to read or watch TV. It's amazing. I've never had sleep like this.
The bedroom now is a sanctuary. It's a sanctuary for working. It's a sanctuary for rest and relaxation, watching TV, reading. Adding the adjustable base to one of these brand new beds is the perfect complement.
It's incredible. It's the best buy I've ever made here at Biters, the Sleep Center. Joe, congratulations. They're selling it like crazy. Here at the Sleep Center, come see Joe Biter. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Gary.
We'll be back with more from Biters. Don't go away. For the finest detail and handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And, of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip. You know by now, I love the Clothier. Men's clothing at the finest in Central PA with the biggest selection in the state. Francis, how do you do it? You've got a huge selection for everybody.
We try to fit everybody from head to toe with clothes from all the brands around the world. Fit you up exactly the way you like to look.
West 4th Street, downtown Williamsport, biggest selection, finest menswear in Pennsylvania. The Clothier, downtown Williamsport. When it comes to great food, great fun, great sports, you've got to make it to Rival Sports Bar and Grill on River Avenue, known for their famous California wood-fired pizza.
Rivals, a great atmosphere and a great place to watch your favorite football team and the best wings in town.
We love Rivals, California wood-fired pizza, wraps and wings, the best in Williamsport.
Best steak salad and wings in town.
Rivals, River Avenue. Hey, we're back here, Fairfield for Fair Deals pregame show. Rick Wigley with us, and boy, the state-of-the-art Fairfield Toyota. You guys have done well here.
This has been a great location for Toyota, and Toyota is, of course, hot as could be. And as Dan Goldman will fill you in on the great success with Toyota this year.
Well, Dan, you've got a lot of great 2019s we've looked at. You've got, obviously, you've talked Tacoma, Tundra, and so much more. Let's talk about your deals that you have on Toyota and how highly they're ranked in the nation and in the world.
Well, we haven't seen incentives to the levels that they've been this year so far. And with resale value by the very trusted Kelley Blue Book website, we have the number 1, number 2, and number 3 in resale value. The Tacoma number 1, Tundra number 2 and the 4Runner number 3.
Okay, a lot of excitement, too, about these great 2019s. Going to be a great year. You guys sell a lot of Toyotas out of here in Central PA.
Boy, we sure do, and it's due to our great employees, our leader, and great prices.
And a great service
after the sale.
Yeah, I was just going to say, service after the sale. Guys, congratulations on the great run with Fairfield Toyota. Good luck for a great 2019.
Thanks, Gary. Good luck to you, too.
Check it out. Fairfield for fair deals.
Kiss 1027, the 80s to now.
Back to pass. Magnano steps up again to the outside Simmons. Look what he does after the catch. Down that sideline, dances. He's gone. Marcus Simmons, touchdown, Millionaires. Play action. Goldman good. Back to pass. Got a man there going up. What a catch! 25, 20, 10, touchdown, 67 yards out of the gun sheer. Warriors. They're going to flare it out here. They've got that little quick flip screen. Maul, 30, 25, 20. Dylan Maul, the distance. Touchdown, Warriors.
Hi, everybody. We're here at Danville's Ironman Stadium tonight for the big ball game between the Danville Ironmen and the Montoursville Warriors, both 5-1. Welcome to the Ready Road Arbor All-State Game of the Week. You're watching us live on webweeklylive.com, cablesportslive.com, and also on Gary Chrisman's Facebook page. I'm Ken Sawyer in for Gary Chrisman tonight, along with Dave Mayer. Wow, what a game we expect tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what. The first thing I'm going to say is last time we were here, Ken, it was much colder than tonight. Maybe the coldest game I've ever done in my life and in my career. But tonight's just a beautiful night for a game between two 5-1 teams, the two teams that are the leader in AAA in the district. And the winner of this game tonight is going to be setting in good shape. The loser in this game tonight is going to be in trouble before it's all over, because there's still some tough teams to play on schedules, but all right, a win tonight would be huge.
There you go. Friday Night Lights, that many of you saw. We talked a lot about the offensive players. Let's talk a little about defense, because Montoursville's only giving up about 8 points a game. They gave up 20 to Jersey Shore. They've got 2 shutouts, have given up 7 or less in the other games they've been scored on. Danville, on the other hand, has given up over 15 points a game. So that wise, you would expect that Montoursville has a little bit of an edge.
Well, you know, it may tell you that, but you got to look at who teams have played. All right, I'm a very big man on schedules and strength of schedules, and Montoursville's played one team with a winning record this year, or beaten one team with a winning record this year. They lost to Jersey Shore, of course. Danville has not played a team with a winning record, but Danville beat Central Columbia,
right,
which is a very good team. Central Columbia's 3 losses are to Southern, to Selinsgrove, and Mount Carmel.
Right.
I mean, so that, you know, we don't know how good either of these teams are in a big game like this, but we're going to find out tonight.
When we come back on the Ready Red Arbor Game of the Week, we're going to go down to the sideline and talk to Ben Reichley, and we'll give you the AAA starting lineups. That's all coming up next here on Cable Sports.
Jim Moff & Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com.
Over the years, this area has seen its share of ups and downs. And for the past 30 years, our employees have been dedicated to making sure your investment in your vehicle goes a long way, from sales to service. And we promise that same level of commitment for the next 30 years. It's your time, Central Pennsylvania. You deserve a fair deal. Fairfield. You're gonna love us.
The Montoursville Warriors are going to get the ball to start this football game. Danville won the toss and deferred, so Montoursville will be on offense first, Big Mayor.
And, Danville has a good defense. They play very well on that side of the ball, and I think they're looking for getting a stop, getting the ball back. Last year the final score was 7-0 between these two teams, and I don't look for it to be a high-scoring game tonight. I think defenses are going to play a big role.
Montoursville leads this series 16-12. This will be the 29th meeting between these teams. Here's your AAA starting lineups. We start with the Warriors, and of course that's the Warriors offense, led by Hunter Shearer that we talked about, and Logan Ott, a major part of this. Keep an eye on some of the other guys that you'll see on the rest of the offense for Montoursville as we get into this ball game. And there's the offensive line. Those guys really make things go. They are the guys that open up the holes. Let's get a chance to go down to Ben Reichley. Ben, if you are with us, get real quick to go. Let's get a pregame note down to the sideline from Ben Reichley.
Well, Ken, 2 5-1 teams. It's electric down here. This electricity, I can only compare it to when the Gary Christman Christmas show tickets used to come out for sale. Everybody was going for those. But, no, a lot of electricity, good potential for this game tonight. And, let's see what Danville has and what the Montoursville defense can do against that Danville offense tonight.
And you just saw thank you, Ben. You just saw the AAA starting lineups for the Danville Ironmen. They've got some key people. Back deep is Dylan Mall and Logan Ott. They're back inside the 5-yard line as Danville will kick off to get this one underway. A pair of 5-1 teams here in Danville tonight. It's headed toward Ott. Ott takes it just outside the 10-yard line at the 11, up to the 20. He's got a hole. He's up to the 40, and finally will be brought down just across the 40-yard line. Evan Welliver, the man who makes the tackle, so Danville will be on defense, and the Montoursville Warriors, great field position to start.
Yeah, good blocking by the up front people from Montoursville. They separated a little seam there. Ott's very quick, got up inside it, and brings the ball out to near the 45-yard line?
So to be first down and 10, just shy of the 45-yard line. We put it to 44 to start this drive. Montoursville coming out of the huddle. Going to put Ott and Signor on that left side. Shearer now puts Ott in motion, fakes the ball to him, gives it back coming the other way, and they're going to take Reeder out of bounds. On the near side, Jacob Reeder, who goes through with it, and Shane Kozik will make the tackle. Kozik, one of the veterans of this ball club. Danville has a very veteran ball club. They have 13 seniors that are up front, and that's one of the reasons you saw on Friday Night Lights that Chris Massey picked them. A loss of a yard, 2nd and 11.
That time they ran to the short side of the field and went against a balanced line. Good job of the defensive contained man to keep him going out of bounds.
Jackson DeLena goes in motion to the far side. Toss it back. Reeder drops the ball, has to get on it, and the Warriors all the way back to the 35-yard line as they will lose that one. Wow, that's not a good start.
Boy, that's not a good start, and luckily that was pitched back. There was no penetration, and the man had a chance to jump on it.
3rd down now.
Right now you're seeing the running game of Montoursville, and Montoursville's always basically the same. They're a good passing team, but they always pass off the run, and they're trying to establish that right now. Danville doing a good job of stopping it.
Going to spread them out a little bit more on this one. And they're going to be a flag before things get started. Probably a false start.
Either a false start or it may have been a delay of game. Nope, false start, they're going to call it. Legal procedure.
So back them up 5 yards. So now it's going to be 3rd down. They started at the 44-yard line. They're now back to the 31-yard line.
And what that does right now, if Danville gets a stop here and doesn't let Montoursville pick up a lot of yardage, even though they don't get to first down, it's going to be a field position, a good field position for Danville on the punt.
Shearer out in the right flat. It's going to be incomplete, and they'll have to kick it. So the Warriors, after their great kickoff return by Logan Ott, find themselves losing yardage all the way back, and they'll have to go back and punt the football.
That ball should have been caught. It was over on the far sideline. The receiver I think he turned upfield before he really had the ball put away. And again, this is going to be should be some decent field position here for Danville.
Logan Ott averages about 36 yards a kick.
29, Logan Ott.
Gets the kick away.
Going to get
we're going to get a nice bounce and then down to the 35-yard line out of bounds. So no return, and that's one of the things I think the Warriors find themselves wanting to do. 32-yard punt on that. Here's your Danville AAA starting lineup for the Danville offensive. KJ Riley, the quarterback, is a key, but all week long, J.C. Kiefer was talking to me about number 17, Peyton Persing. He's a guy he really wants to watch. Preston Fosnot, the veteran, leads that offensive line for the Danville Ironmen. Warriors on defense. You're going to take a good look. Cameron Wood is a Cole guy. Cole Reich's also a big guy on that defense. Riley throws it out of the flat to Persing, and Peyton Persing gets his first touch, gains up to about the 43-yard line before he's brought down by Dylan Bennett. Bennett, of course, the outstanding wrestler on this, his off-season work, you might say, a regional champion, puts the ball up just shy of the 45.
Yeah, Riley did a good job on that pass. He got the ball, was going to pick up about 2-3 yards, and wormed himself up through a little crack and picks up a nice 6-7 yard gain.
Second down. They'll send Persing in motion, fake him the ball, run it straight ahead. The Warriors will swarm. He keeps his feet going, gets a couple of extra yards up there. Did the ball come loose? I guess not. Some of the Warriors are acting like it, but it did not come loose.
All right, it's going to be a good play calling situation. About a yard and a half to go for the first down, Ken. Now, Montoursville is generally a four-man front or a 4-3 defense, and then they have an umbrella look in the secondary, or they can move people up on the line of scrimmage. I've seen them go with a 5-man look already early in the ball game. Let's see what they go with here.
Austin Millar stands beside Riley on this third down and short. Persing in motion, fake it to him, throw it out the flat, almost intercepted. Wow. Bennett standing in there, Dylan Bennett almost picked it off, but it goes incomplete. It'll be fourth down and short. Big decision for Danville here early in the ball game. Fourth down and about 2.
Looks like the kicking team's coming on the field. I think Danville wants to make this a defensive game. I think what they're going for here is field position, try to get a stop down deep, get a 3 and out, and get back in, get some better field position than they had in the last drive.
Peyton Riley averages about 32 yards a kick. Odd. And Maul back deep. He's trying to say get away from it, but it takes a Danville bounce. It'll be down to the 20-yard line. So Montoursville will get the ball just inside the 20-yard line of the 19 for their second, a 33-yard kick. Let's talk to you about Harder Sporting Goods and play to win. Harder Sporting Goods on Lake Cumming Creek Road in Williamsport. If you want sports, you need sports gear, go there where they can give you the expert advice and the personal touch that you need at Harder Sporting Goods. No score. Danville's second offensive possession here.
When you see a ball go up in the air and it's spinning the way that ball was, two things can happen. It's either coming back at you or it's going the other way. Danville got the break that time.
Montoursville's second offensive possession. Ball gets over Shearer, but he pulls it back down, tries to figure out what to do with it, and he's going to be overwhelmed in the backfield. So Montoursville just having all sorts of mistakes early in this ball game. Zach Zerby in on the tackle, but that high snap, Shearer was lucky to save it.
Well, you know, if you're going to make mistakes, you make them early in the ball game because there's plenty of time left to make up for that mistake. But you can't continue to do that. I mean, you got to get some consistency in what you're doing, and Montoursville so far has been very inconsistent, to say the least.
Caseman comes wide to the left side along with Jackson Delana. Shearer looking right side, but goes inside on the handoff up the middle. Get good yardage up the middle with Cole Rank carrying the ball for the Warriors. And Colton Sidler, one of the leading tacklers on this ball club for Danville. It's going to be third down and a long 11.
I tell you, Montoursville right now is having trouble getting that second level with their running game. And as I said before, Montoursville likes to run the ball, pass off the run. Now in the second half, if they can't run the ball, you're going to see a change. But they're sticking with it right now, and rightfully so.
Third and long. Shearer throws it out, and it's almost intercepted. The ball was dropped there And Danville's Peyton Riley is the man who couldn't hold on. Boy, what an opportunity there. But they couldn't take it. Montoursville gets to punt.
That would have been a huge turnaround right there, but couldn't bring it in. But they're even. Bennett, the one Bennett missed out here in the interception, he was in the end zone.
Yes.
And so they kind of evened up right now.
Logan Ott back to kick. And Peyton Riley goes back deep to receive the ball for the Danville Ironmen. Gets it away. Nice coverage on the sideline. The ball's going to go out of bounds at the 45. So Danville will take over 1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line after the 38-yard punt by Logan Ott. No score in our ball game. Both teams trying to figure things out. Alvarado Construction. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, those are folks who can meet your construction needs, whether it be residential or commercial. Yes, indeed, they can get the work done for you. So give them a call at Alvarado Construction. They'll be happy to talk to you about the projects that you need done. KJ Riley, only a sophomore, got a start last year as a freshman. Here's the motion to Persing, and Persing cuts it up left side, but he's going to be brought down right away as he's brought down by Jackson Delana, who makes the tackle. Good penetration.
Yeah, good penetration. And, that jet sweep, it's been overplayed. For some reason, the jet sweep really doesn't work that much anymore. I think you do it to keep defenses honest, but it's not the big play that it was at one time.
Well, Persing is a young man who's had touchdowns running, receiving, and on kick returns as well, so they like to get him the ball in unusual positions. KJ Riley back to pass, looks, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of his receiver. Nice coverage by Logan Ott down there to make the ball knocked away from Shane Kozik.
Nice pass. It was right in Kozik's hands and just couldn't hang on. I don't know what's going on out there tonight, Ken.
It's not cold enough.
It's not cold enough. Last time we were here, it was freezing cold, and they caught the ball. This year, it's a nice night, and they can't catch it.
3rd and 9 for Danville from their own 46-yard line. Second possession for the Ironmen, wearing their purple and orange. A veteran ball club. They've got a lot of seniors on this team. There you see KJ Riley, though. He's a sophomore. Earned his way into the starting position. His brother was the original starter last year. Big rush screen passes dropped. Oh, my goodness. Well, and that was a lineman who dropped that ball.
Yeah.
The ball who man who had it was Zach Zerby. Actually looked like he was he realized he's not supposed to catch the ball.
Yeah, you're right. And if that lineman would have caught the ball, that would have been dead right there in the spot, and that would have been a loss of down, so they'd be in the same 4th down situation.
Riley, as you see, a good look at him as he's back to punt, and gets it away. Going to go toward Dylan Mall's side of the field this time, and he's going to take it at about the 15-yard line up to the 20, up across the 30, up across to the 42-yard line before he is brought down. A nice return, a 39 punt, and he gets a nice return, and it's Zach Zerby. He's the man that centers on him to be able to make the tackle for the Danville Ironmen.
They had a nice picket fence on the far side there. I thought maybe he may break that going down, but good job by whoever made the tackle on that situation by getting through there and bringing him down before he did more damage. But again, this could be a flip of field position, but Montoursville's got to get a couple first downs.
You just saw the Warrior Marching Band up serenading their troops, trying to inspire them as they get started on their 3rd possession. On this first down, Shearer goes pistol this time, throws it to Jackson Delana, his leading receiver, and he's going to step up close to midfield. We'll see where they mark it as Delana's in there to do it. Austin Millard comes up for the tackle at about the 49-yard line. Good gain.
Yeah, good gain and a nice second down play calling situation.
49-yard line.
Good contingency here from Montoursville. They almost have the stands on the far side filled, the fans and the band, but a good group following them down here.
Huge crowd here from Danville as well because it's homecoming here for the Ironmen tonight. Warriors hustle to the line, just 4 on the play clock. As they get there, they'll send Maul in motion, give him the ball, try to sweep. He's going deep to try to get an angle. He cuts it up for the first down and more. We got a flag over here. Flag back about the 48-yard line, so that's probably going to come back. You see referee Joe Orso give us a signal.
I was right at the point of attack. I didn't actually see the hold, but when the call was made, it's usually a place where you're going to see it happen. A lot of times you see that. A lot of times you see a hold called and it's far away from the play, and you go, gosh, that doesn't make sense. That there was right at the point of attack, and that's where when you see one, it's usually occurred.
Back to the 38-yard line for the Warriors after the walk-off.
That's a 10-yard walk-off.
So 10-yard penalty backs them up. Halfway through quarter number one, there's no score here between Montoursville and Danville. A battle of 5-1 teams. Good look at Shearer, back to pass, looking for the screen pass set up, throws it in the middle, complete to Logan Ott, gets away from one, gets away from another, but he's not going to get away from the third man, and he's going to be shy of the first down, so they'll have third down and about 7 coming up.
That time Fosnot blew the play up. He got away from Fosnot, but somebody else brought him down, but Fosnot's the one that stopped the play.
Ian Persing got the tackle. He's a sophomore, 6'0", 164. The Persings are, their father's the baseball coach at Muncie, Chris Persing.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Caseman comes wide left for the Warriors on this third down. Shearer back to pass, looks over the middle, in and out, incomplete. Tried the deep slant over the middle, and it goes incomplete out of the hands of Logan Ott. It'll be fourth down coming up.
That time was a nice pass over the middle. Somebody got a hand up, and I'm not sure. I think it may have been Fosnot, who's a defensive lineman, and I don't know what kind of coverage they had him in.
Riley deep for the Ironman.
They may have moved him as a middle linebacker, and he was in his pass drop, but got a hand up in the air, and I think that disturbed the receiver.
Peyton Riley back deep at about his own 18-yard line as Ott gets the kick away. Fair catch is signaled, and he lets it go, and it's going to hit right about where he was standing at the 16-yard line. So Montoursville able to down it. Downing the ball for Montoursville is Logan Belouris. 40-yard punt and no return on that. Well, earlier, if you were watching us here on cablesportslive.com or webweeklylive.com, you saw Gary Chrisman lying on a mattress over at Biter's Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance on Route 15 in South Williamsport. They have been with us for a long time. What a great tradition here in the West Branch Valley. Biter's with numerous locations, including at the Sleep Center where you saw Gary relaxing a little earlier. Danville with 1st and 10, a little deeper in their own territory, and they're going to find themselves pulled down quickly as they try to run the sweep with Shane Kozik. And Kozik gets knocked down for about a 2-yard gain by Dylan Bennett coming up to make the tackle for the Montoursville Warriors.
Dylan Mall came up. He was a contained man and turned him back inside. And he had a little bit of a crack, but a good job by his teammate coming over and bringing him down for a short gain.
Big opportunity for Montoursville. If they can get a stand here, they have flipped the field from where they were deep early in the first quarter with all those mistakes they were making, but they've got to do the stand first. Second, long 7, short 8. They put C's in motion. Riley back to pass, throws it deep. He's going for Riley, and it will be knocked down, incomplete. Great job by Reeder. Jacob Reeder making the ability to get in front of Peyton Riley and knock that one down.
Well, Reeder did it the way it should be done. The offensive man turns, looks for the ball. Reeder turned, looked for the ball. Almost got an interception out of it, Ken, but knocked the ball away on what was a nice play. The man had him beat over the top, but as he turned back, he had the better advantage at the ball.
Riley is 1 for 5 for 7 yards. Shearer 2 for 5 for 13 yards. Third down now. There's KJ Riley. Caden is his name, but they call him KJ. He's back. Big rush from the side. He's got room over the middle and makes it complete for the first down. First down, ball caught by Connor Kozik. Actually, no, that's Peyton Persing who made it. Peyton Persing made the catch. Dylan Bennett on the tackle, but the first down of our ball game at the 37-yard line.
And that's a huge first down because, as you talked about field position, the field was flipped there. Now they have a chance to get a little bit better off. Nice run.
Yeah, sweep right is where they're going to go. And getting away and then dropping the ball is a big swarm there as the ball comes out. Austin Millar was carrying the ball. Danville will have it.
Recovery by the Iron.
And they will recover the ball. Ian Persing on top of it. for the recovery.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that was a break for Danville because that ball came shooting out of there, and there were two big Montoursville players there. I don't know if they caught the ball or saw the ball in time to make the play, but Danville gets away with one.
Danville going no huddle here. Going to hand the ball in to Cease up the middle, and he explodes off the left side for the first down. Ball again coming out, and they will scramble up to about the 40-yard line of Montoursville, and once again, Ian Persing is going to get that ball once again to be able to make it a first down, just shy of the 40 at the 41-yard line.
Boy, that's two big plays by Persing back-to-back of getting on that ball.
Trips, they're going no huddle now. Danville trying to pick the tempo up that they got that first down. Throw it out in the flat to Peyton Persing. He's going to cut back in, but he's going to be pulled down for not a lot of gain. Making the tackle for the Warriors, Ryan Keene was one of the ones there to make that tackle.
I think he's going to pick up 5 yards on that, Ken. Let me see where they mark that.
Yeah, he's got more than I thought he did. Second about 5. About the 36-yard line. 2.5 minutes to go in a scoreless first quarter, but Danville on the move. Riley back to pass, throws complete. Shane Kozik will get it. Kozik will get the ball, knocked out of bounds by Logan Ott. Logan Ott makes the tackle. But again, moving the sticks, and Danville's got a well-oiled machine right now.
They look good. They have receivers running open. But what's
first down on the 29-yard line of the Warriors.
What is very impressive is Riley's ability to get the ball off. They got to put good pass rush. Montoursville does, but they can't get to him.
Cease takes the ball up inside. Cameron Wood making the tackle for the Montoursville Warriors. Didn't get much on that one. And again, they're going to go with out the huddle. Under center, Riley, quick drop, throws it out the flat, incomplete. He threw the ball on the right side to Peyton Persing, so that'll settle him down. It's 3rd down and 9.
Got the nose up in the football that time, and it just floated out of bounds on him. Now, big 3rd down play on a good drive just inside the 30-yard line. Danville's going to come out of this with 4 down territory, I'm sure. But
and Danville is not afraid to kick field goals. They have kicked 6 field goals this year.
It'd be a fairly long one right here.
It would be, yes. Out of the gun, throws it out into flat, bobbled, make complete. Peyton Persing down the sideline. He's going to go to the touchdown. Peyton Persing, 27 yards on that last flat, and that's why you saw them going an 83-yard drive by the Iron Man to make it a 6-0 lead.
You know, that was Persing did a great job of catching that ball, number one, and then getting to the corner and turning it up and putting it in the end zone. It was really a well drawn up play. It was almost, I thought it was going to be like a bubble screen, and maybe it was supposed to be, but the receivers, the blockers were downfield, did a great job of stock blocking downfield.
Peyton Persing's 10th touchdown of the year total. Kick is up. And it is good. We have a timeout. 1:58 left in the first quarter. Danville now leads Montoursville 7-0.
And Montoursville 0.
Now, I love the Clothier. Men's clothing at the finest in Central PA with the biggest selection in the state. Francis, how do you do it? You've got a huge selection for everybody.
We try to fit everybody from head to toe with clothes from all the brands around the world. Fit you up exactly the way you like to look.
West 4th Street, downtown Williamsport, biggest selection, finest menswear in Pennsylvania. The Clothier, downtown Williamsport. For the finest detail and handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip.
Caden Riley throwing his 13th touchdown pass of the year. And for Peyton Persing, his overall 10th touchdown of the year.
Boy, I'll tell you, and that was a pretty play.
Well, you could see, short kick. Onside kick, it's loose. They have a big scramble. Danville thinks they have it. They bounce.
I saw a Montoursville player jump in there. This is going to be close.
Once it hits the player, it's a Danville ball. Danville comes out with the football on the onside kick. It looked to me like it was Jacob Shingera who made the recovery. They kicked the ball off of a Montoursville player. Watch it on the replay here, and you can see it bounced away, and Jacob Shingera indeed was the man who got on it. So,
well, I tell you, that's a gutsy call to make this early in the ball game, but it worked, and still with 1:56 to go here in the first period, Danville gets the ball back, and they were hot in that last drive.
Well, both coaches said turnovers and penalties, and Danville was the recipient of 2 almost turnovers that they recovered. So everything's going their way right now. Here's KJ. Oh, this is Persing out of the Wildcat, running to the right side. He's going to be pulled down by Logan Ott, but he's going to get Peyton Persing getting a big carry as he throws it out.
I'll tell you, Eric Cease made a great block on that play. That's what sprung him open. I just got a football in the mouth, by the way.
Yeah, they're throwing these footballs out after the touchdown.
Well, you know, hey.
No hands. No hands.
I can't look and speak at the same time. You know that, Ben.
All right. See if we can't get down to Ben because he's seeing this a lot better than we are. One of the things I'm interested in is they're going to hand the ball off on the left side this time and give the ball to Joey Harris. Joey Harris takes it up inside for a couple of yards. Going to make it
number 78.
So Connor Morse, one of the seniors. Connor, of course, was on the touchdowns and tailgates earlier this week with Gary Christman as he made the tackle. But they're running him under center. Most of the first part of the game, they were running him in a gun or a pistol. Now this time on a second down at about 7 with a minute to go, they're going to go step back. Oh, ball almost knocked away, but it's going to be caught on the side by Shane Kozik. And Kozik will get enough, very close to the first down, brought down by the Montoursville Warriors, Jackson Delana on the tackle.
Right now, Montoursville's trying to get to the quarterback, and they're doing a lot of stunning. And the quarterback's doing a great job, Riley, of getting that ball out there and getting it to a receiver. Just simple patterns. There's not a lot of fancy stuff in the patterns, but he's getting it away before the rush can get to him.
It is a first down and 10 at the 27 of Montoursville. Overload to the left, and KJ Riley's going to keep it himself and go left, and he's going to lean out for some more yards after Connor Morse brought him down. And Connor Morse was one of the guys in there helping to make the tackle, but it's a nice gain of about 5 yards. See if they've been running them. They were running no huddle in the last drive. This time they're going back in the huddle. Of course, play clock's not running because they got the ball with under 25 seconds. They're going to try to run one more play here. You can see the countdown in the up part of your screen. They're going to go sweep right and bring it down as that ball is Austin Millar, who's their leading rusher. And he will bring down by C.J. Signor to end the quarter. So it will be a third down when we come back on the start the second quarter on our Rennie Road Armor All-State Game of the Week. At the end of one quarter, Danville 7, Montoursville nothing.
Rennie Road Armor All-State Insurance. Rennie, congratulations. 40 years and, boy, no end in sight. You're not retiring. You love what you do.
Oh, exactly. And taking care of the customer and being there in their time of need is the most important thing about this business. We are available to customers 24/7. Everybody has our home, our office, and our cell numbers. We never refuse to take a call or take care of people when they need it.
Rennie Road Armor, Allstate Insurance.
When it comes to cars, there are so many options. But when it comes to people, there's only one dealership you can trust. Fairfield Auto Group is that dealership, the one that understands you. We aren't just a dealership. We are a part of your community. We are your neighbors. Fairfield, you're gonna love us.
Ken Sawyer and Bay Mayor. Tom Losh tells me that we have Danville with 107 yards, Montoursville with 3 yards in the first quarter of this ball game. Big sweep left, once again giving it to Peyton Persing to get a first down. Peyton Persing is the man that Montoursville talked about all week. Ben, you're down to the sideline. Ben Reichley, tell us a little bit about what you're seeing in this ball game.
Well, I'll tell you what, a slow start. Both teams missed opportunities. Defensive pass interceptions dropped, penalties slowing drives. Danville figured it out there with 2 minutes to go, and here they're on the drive. They are spreading the ball out, as we've seen.
First down and 10 after that run, as they're knocking on the door to try to get a 2-score lead. Again, Peyton Persing running out of the Wildcat. He cuts it back up inside, and he's going to go to the end zone for a touchdown. 16 yards, his second score of the night, as he picks it up, a 48-yard drive, and the Ironmen jump up in front.
And I'll tell you what, that was a great run by Persing. He waited for his blockers, waited to find that crack, and then turned it north and south instead of what a lot of runners would do. They'll keep running to the sideline, Ken, and just run out of room to go. You got to cut that ball north and south. He was patient, found it, and found the end zone.
Great run, and you can hear why Montoursville kids all week were talking about number 17 on Danville and talking about speed, and you've seen his speed running. Here's the kick. It's up and good from Peyton Riley. So early in the second quarter, it's Danville 14, Montoursville 0.
14 and Montoursville 0.
Hey, Rainbow Carpet has great savings right now on cash and carry pricing. They're slashing pricing up to 40% off all uninstalled product, like their great hardwood, ceramic tile, vinyl click flooring, and more. Like Lazio tile, great selection for backsplashes and more. And all the wood products, including the wide wood that everybody's talking about. Our expert installers can give you the basics so you can install it yourself to save money. Rainbow Carpet, Williamsport. BJ's Steak and Rib House, a Central PA classic since 1982, has done it again. They have perfected the authentic wood-fired Neapolitan pizza. It is unlike anything you've tasted. Handcrafted the traditional Naples way, using authentic products and preparation techniques in an amazing hand-built imported Italian wood-fired oven. 900 degrees, 90 seconds later, it's perfection. Check it out at BJ's Steak and Rib House, Selinsgrove.
Sawyer in for Gary Crispin along with Bay Mayer and Ben Reichley, as Danville has taken over this ball game. After a bunch of false starts by both teams, the Ironmen have taken total control. This is gut check time for Montoursville right here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Danville has just kept Montoursville out of this ball game, and Montoursville needs to get something out of this kickoff and then put something together.
Dylan Ball at the 10-yard line, up to the 20, 25, 30. Plays at the 40, and he's going to get up to midfield. He's still going. Dylan Ball may go 90 yards if he can go all the way. Let's see, can they get in? No, he's not going to get all the way, but what a great comeback. That the gut check.
Yep,
boy, he got that done.
And that's what you need. You need to answer when a team gets up to you, up by 14 on you.
When we were here a year ago for the playoff game, we saw Loyalsock run the opening kickoff back for a touchdown. Now watch the replay, Bay Mayer.
Okay, here it is. Nice high kick. Coverage should be down there. Oh, some good blocks, and the middle opened wide open. I don't know if somebody got out of their lane or what it was, but boy, I'll tell you what, they barely got him. That was Ian Persing that knocked him out of bounds.
Ian Persing, who recovered 2 of Danville's own fumbles earlier. 5-yard line, first down and goal. Long count. They'll give it to Ott, trying to go left side. Logan Ott will get in. Get close to the, 2-3 yard line, looks like.
I think he may be outside the 5 right now if they mark it where.
Yeah, you're right.
Starting to see we're not at a good angle. It looks like it may be more like the 6-7.
Didn't get as far as I thought. Yeah, they're going to put it basically where he was at the 5-yard line. Back there showing the 7-yard line. To me, it looks more like the 5 from here. But
yeah, I think it is the 5.
Long play call by the Warriors in the huddle here. Reeder is back there.
2 tight formation.
Motion. looking to throw the ball, now throwing it away. Yep, throwing it away. Caseman was the intended receiver, but Kozik was all over him, and he really didn't have a chance.
And Shearer did the right thing there. He just threw the ball over the top. He saw the man in his face, didn't want to take the loss, and nobody was open in the end zone.
But now it's third down.
Well, you know, if they don't get a touchdown here, Ken, it could be a tough situation, but if they don't, I'm sure they're going to go for it on fourth down, and they'll have some good field position and maybe get another try, but boy, they'd sure like a score.
Looking to the back of the end zone, no, overthrown. So it'll be fourth down.
They got a good kicker. Montoursville has a good kicker also, and they're going to go for a field goal.
They do, indeed. They do have a very good kicker. Colin Guarini has been doing most of the kicking for this ball club. And on the year, he is 3 for 3 in field goals with a long of 38. Shearer the holder at the 15-yard line, so it'll be a 25-yard attempt, as Guarini will do from the left hash mark. And here's Shearer throwing the ball, and it's incomplete. He throws the ball, and it will be incomplete coming up out of the hold. And so the Ironmen have held after that spectacular kickoff. Ironmen stall. Wow.
And I'll tell you what, that was a good call. I don't know if he'd have made it to the end zone, and I thought that ball could have been caught. But it was a bad snap, and did that bad snap force that, or was that a called play? Sorry.
Let's go down. Let's go down to Ben Reichley and get his view. He could see it better than we could. Ben?
It was short. They picked up. They tried to do the hustle, whatever you want to call it. But I'll tell you what, Danville dodges a bullet. But if you're Montoursville, you're 5 yards short, and this is a big defensive series for them now.
Yes, it is.
Under center is Riley. Turns and looks as they try to sweep left side. Reeder pushes Persing outside, holds him up, so the final tackle can be made by Jackson Delana. Can come over, but Reeder did a good job of getting penetration before he got over there to make that tackle.
All right, got a second down here now. For Danville, Danville needs to get out. They need one first down to get out and give them some room to play on it. And for Montoursville, they can't give up a first down here. They really need to stop them and try to force them into a punt. Second down, and what are we looking at? About six?
Yeah, second down to about 6 at the 11-yard line. 10 minutes to go. 14-0 Danville. Cable Sports. Danville's going to call a timeout, so we'll take one as well with 10:07 to play in the first half. It's Danville 14, Montoursville nothing.
Rich Rodarmel, homeowners insurance is something you guys do so well here at Rennie Rodarmel Allstate.
It's all about sitting down with a client and understanding that they have a finished basement or what we're covering exactly for them. We want to make sure that we know the structure we're insuring, and that stems from sitting down and asking you questions about what year your home was built. We want to make sure that we have that home insured correctly for our clients.
Great coverage, great price. Rennie Rodarmel, Allstate Insurance.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
When you look at the Danville Ironmen starting lineup, you notice that they have got all seniors except for the sophomore quarterback on offense. And that's one reason you heard in our Friday Night Lights that some folks, Chris Massey said he thought Danville was the favorite in this game. Flag on the play as Persing carries the ball off the left side. Peyton Persing carries it.
Number 33, Cameron Wood.
That could be a face mask or something. Let's see what they have. No, it's going to be a hold against Danville, yeah.
Cameron Wood making the tackle on that, but they'll back it up. Peyton Persing has been getting a lot of carries in key moments in this game.
Well, that there was a nice carry, and then, but the hold at the point of attack was going to call it back. But that would have brought up a third down and maybe 2 or 3. But you were at least ahead of the chains for that third down call. That penalty was half the distance to the goal, so they didn't get the full 10 yards.
Riley sends him in motion. He's back to pass, going deep the right side, and it will be well incomplete. His receiver came in. He threw it out. So it will go incomplete.
Dylan Mall had good coverage on that play. The man had a step on him, but I think that with the length of the throw, he would have had time to react and possibly get a way to knock out away or maybe even intercept it.
Peyton Riley, the intended receiver, and of course Peyton is the brother of KJ, and Peyton was the starting quarterback last year before he got hurt. Then they had another guy hurt, and then when the game we did, KJ got hurt. But I'm told that KJ over the summer won the starting job because they went to a ton of camps and really played well. All right, this is a big play. 3rd down and 10 from their own 7-yard line for the Ironman. There you see KJ up close. And did I see if he's going to throw it to Cease, Eric Cease, and he's going to be brought down immediately. The Warriors all over that one as they were able to bring it down. Cole Rank in there to help bring it down. I saw Jacob Reeder in there as well. So the Warriors, they didn't score when they had the big kickoff return, but they didn't give up on this one, and now they're in a position to once again get good field position and try to get their offense working.
Well, and that last play, it was a screen that the man caught the ball and he turned inside. If he would have turned outside, I don't know why he made the decision to turn inside or outside, but if he would have turned outside, he may have gotten the first down on that play because he had a blocker out there, and I think it would have put him in good position.
Ball will be down to about the 38-yard line. So 33-yard punt, and Montoursville will take over in great field position at the Danville 38-yard line. Let's talk about AAA North Penn. AAA North Penn, if you need help with your car, if you need travel, they've got so many things for you. It's a great comfort of mine to be a AAA member with AAA North Penn. We're South Williamsport office and offices as well throughout central and northeastern Pennsylvania. Stop by and see the folks at AAA North Penn. Montoursville 1st down and 10. At the 38-yard line of Danville, down 2 scores. He throws it to Jackson Delana, and he's going to get it up close to the first down yardage. It may be enough for the first down.
I think he may have it.
Stopped by number 10, Eric Cease. A pickup of 9 yards.
They'll be just shy.
Oh, boy.
Eric Cease in there along with Austin Millard to help make the tackle. Now it is a first down. Yep, it is a first down. Ball marked just inside the first down of the ball game for Montoursville. First down of the ball game for the Warriors. That's kind of hard to believe, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
He's going to hand the ball off inside. We got a big run up the middle there by Signer, C.J. Signer. He's going to be brought down by Evan Welliver, among others, bringing him down along with Colton Sidler.
Signer's a fullback, and that was a nice pop play. Just up the middle. Quick opener. He was into the second level, and another first down.
Another first down for the Warriors, and right. You score here, you're right back in the ballgame. You can put a lot of other stuff behind you. You're down by 1 score all of a sudden as you get closer to halftime. Logan Ott is the man in motion that you saw. They throw it out in the flat. Going to be complete to Dylan Mall, and he's going to be driven out of bounds after a short gain. Colton Sidler, the man making the tackle over on the far sideline there.
Number 29, Odd.
You know, we're down low here, and it's hard to see the marker. That's going to end up being about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But we're away from the field, and we're not up high. So when we look at the marker and try to see where the ball is, it's hard to pick up.
Looks like to me it's about the 11-yard line.
Yeah.
2nd down at about 5. Under 8 minutes to play till halftime. Shearer looking, throwing deep over the middle. No, incomplete. Intended for Jackson Delana, but off his fingertips a little bit too far.
You know, the problem with a high school player is that he knows he's deep in the end zone. So he has 2 things to think about when that ball's coming in that situation. Where am I out of the end zone, and where's the ball? and that time the ball was just thrown a little bit tall, but you're still trying to stay in bounds, but it would have been a tough catch.
3rd down and 5 for the Warriors at the 11-yard line of the Ironman. Down by 14 here in the late stages of the first half. Throws the slant over the middle. This time incomplete. Now a flag comes out. Flag has come out.
Yeah, that was interference. Let's see what they do with this. Now, this would be the ball's on the, 11-yard line?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's an automatic first down. I think it's going to be half the distance of the goal, though.
Referee Joe Orso comes over. Going to call it.
That's a hold.
Defensive holding will be the call, and it will still be a first down. So it will be a first down for the Warriors as they try to punch it in. And there's the walk-off at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Of course, you also add with these turf fields, you have field hockey, soccer, lacrosse, all those other sports are out there marked as well. Under center. Motion from left to right. Turn, hand it off, and ball's loose in the end zone. Ball picked up by Jackson Delana in the end zone for the touchdown. The ball came loose, and Jackson Delana picked it up for the score for the Warriors. They're on the board.
Yeah, I don't know who got that touchdown, whether he was over the goal line. Ben Reichley's down on the field. Let's see if he's
It was indeed. Yeah, that ball was knocked out just short of the score. And Montoursville with a PAT up and good. So we've got 7:42 to go in the first half, and it's Danville 14, Montoursville 7.
7:42 remaining in the second quarter.
Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliance, Route 15, South Side.
There is a world like no other world where happiness can be found around every corner.
Want to see Mickey?
Filled to the brim with memories and wonder.
Come discover all the magic that awaits you at Walt Disney World Resort. Let the travel professionals at AAA plan this trip of a lifetime. Contact your local AAA office or go to AAA.com/Disney for more information.
Oh, boy, what we said was going to be a great game. 5-1 and 5-1 teams battling for first place in the Heartland 2, battling for first place in District 4 AAA. And it has been a while. Not exactly what we expected, but it has been a wild one.
It's been a little sloppy.
Ball knocked down and then picked up by the Danville Ironmen's Ethan Cleese. And Cleese trying to get away, and finally it will be brought down by Montoursville's Dylan Young. Yep, Dylan Young.
That last Montoursville touchdown, again, was set up by that long kickoff return that took the ball down somewhere around the 5-yard line. Montoursville did have to punt, all right, and had a little bit more of a drive, but they went 3 and out, Danville, and Montoursville got the ball and put it back in the end zone. And now the ball's in the other court. Danville's got to do something with the ball right here and get themselves out of this area. It's going to be another good field position for the Warriors.
Well, they'll start out with good field position. Danville at their own 22. KJ Riley getting things going here. Long count. He's back. He's got people over the middle. He's going to throw. It's going to be complete. He gets it to Peyton Riley, his brother, for a big first down, and they get out and get great field position now.
Yeah, a little bit more air underneath that ball, and that may have been a touchdown. He was wide open. A little bit of a mix-up there by the secondary, but the ball was down low. He caught it and gets him out of the hole.
Dylan Bennett stays on top. Peyton Persing now sweeps right, cuts back in, and he's going to get across the 45-yard line to about the Warrior 44-yard line as Dylan Bennett comes up and makes the tackle for the Warriors, and they've gone back to the no huddle again. It paid them good stead when they were deep in their own territory and put an 84-yard drive together. They've gone back to it here.
Okay, 5-man front from Montoursville.
Off to the left side, not much gain there as the Warriors able to get in there and make, I see Connor Morris in there as Eric Cease carried the ball, Cameron Wood in there. But they got the first down that they needed.
I think it's going to be short by about a half a yard. No, they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, they were already moving the sticks on the far side.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know why he was. He should not have been doing that. Yeah,
42-yard line.
Thank goodness, has better eyes down there in the sideline.
I'm just close.
First down and 10. Iron Men. Once again, Peyton Persing, who's been the star of the game so far, and he drives it all the way up to about the 34-yard line before he's brought down by Dylan Mall.
And once again, a nice run, good blocking downfield led by Zach Zerby.
Okay, we'll see what we have on second down and short. Hands it off on the right side to Cease, and Cease is going to get the first down to the 30-yard line. Let's go down to Ben Reichley on the field. Ben, give us an update on this.
You look at the intangibles, and that's 2 first downs right in a row there for Danville. But look at the body language of the Montoursville defense. Hands on hips, they're slouching over. Danville's spry, they're on their feet, they're coming out. They're taking it to the Warriors right now.
First down and 10 to the Warrior 30-yard line. Going to give the ball to Cease once again, straight ahead. Cease being brought down by the Warriors. Connor Morris is down in there making a tackle. Looked like Will Carson was also in there making a tackle.
Travis Johnson got good penetration, blew that play up in the backfield and set those guys up to make the tackle for a short gain.
About a 3-yard gain down to the 27-yard line. Kozik, Peyton Riley, and Persing go wide left, trips left. Looking that way is KJ Riley. Throws it out to Peyton Persing as he was behind the other two. They did a little blocking for him. He takes it up to about the 24-yard line. Logan Ott there to help make the tackle along with Connor Morse. But it will be third down and about 3.
And definitely 4-down territory, so they'll get that extra down in there. I don't think they're quite close enough, although, boy, that Persing had a leg on him that as he put up that last extra point. Or Riley, had a good strong leg.
Going trips to the short side of the field, which is their offensive left side of the field here. Riley back, Cease helping to protect him. He throws it right over the middle, and it will be knocked down, incomplete. Great defensive play back there by Logan Ott, who knocks it down.
Now, it was a good pattern. They ran a post pattern. They got double coverage here on the outside, on the near side of the field. If you would have got a good break on that post pattern and taken it across the field, you would have had it probably would have been wide open. But the receiver cut it a little bit of a skinny post, and as a result, couldn't break away from the defense.
Fourth down and 3 at the 23-yard line. They're going to go for it.
Big stop for Montoursville if they can make it.
They send Ian Persing in motion right. Riley back to pass, throws it out in the flat. It's going to be caught.
Wow.
It's going to be caught by Ian Persing, who will make the catch. He's covered by Logan Ott, but that's a huge first down.
Nice throw. If that throw would have been short or wide, that could have well been intercepted. It was a nice throw, got up in the air, brought the ball down.
Something about the clock. The referee taken to the Danville sideline. And okay, they need to take, 4 seconds off, I guess. Although the man on the sidelines holding up more fingers than 4, so we'll see. They're waiting for an adjustment on the clock to 4:26. 4:26. First down and 10.
Still counting down. There it is.
Yeah, they just started running.
Yeah.
Got a sweep left. Here comes Peyton Persing trying to get around a corner, and he's going to be driven out of bounds. Jacob Reeder making the tackle for the Montoursville Warriors, and that's a big tackle. Stretch that play out pretty good.
Well, Peyton Persing has done a good job all night of finding that crack, turning that ball north and south, and not getting run out of bounds like that. That was a good defensive play by Montoursville. They stretched it, forced him into the out of bounds, and ends up with a 1-yard loss.
Second down 11. Riley keeps it. Big rush from the side. He steps up nice. Throws it a nice slant over the middle. It's going to be complete. Jackson Delano will make it, but Shane Kozik caught that ball. He's shy of the first down by quite a few yards. He'll be at about the 12 or 13-yard line. And mark it at the 13-yard line. So third down and about 7.
I would say, yeah. This is 4-down territory.
Austin Millar, who has the most carries on the team, just from a rushing point of view, has come out. I haven't seen much of him offensively tonight. Third down.
Trips to the far side.
Back to look. Big rush up the middle. They throw it, and it will be incomplete. Knocked down by Dylan Bennett over the middle.
Pass falls incomplete.
And they will bring out the field goal team. That's Peyton Riley. Peyton on the year has had some very good kicks. Peyton Riley is 6 for 8 in field goals. His long is 37.
This is going to be about a little under 30 yards. It's going to be about a 27-yarder.
That's called a 30-yarder. It's right. They're setting the tee up right on the 20, so 30-yard from the right hash mark. Snap. Kick is up. Got plenty of distance, and it is good. So a 30-yard field goal, and that makes it now 17-7. We're under 3 minutes to go in the first half. We'll be right back on Cable Sports and WebWeeklyLive.com.
Remaining in the second.
You know by now, I love the Clothier. Men's clothing at the finest in Central PA with the biggest selection in the state. Francis, how do you do it? You've got a huge selection for everybody.
We try to fit everybody from head to toe with clothes from all the brands around the world. Fit you up exactly the way you like to look.
West 4th Street, downtown Williamsport. Biggest selection, finest menswear in Pennsylvania. The Clothier, downtown Williamsport. You know, local families have been going to Dr. David Ray Moore for more than 30 years in the greater Williamsport area. And now many of the kids are grown and married, and their kids are going to see Dr. David Ray Moore and his great staff. See, they put smiles in the faces of parents and grandparents and all the kids for years. They specialize in general and cosmetic dentistry with 3 licensed dental hygienists on staff. And now they're accepting new patients. Dr. David Ray Moore, General Dentistry, 1033 Washington Boulevard, Williamsport.
A 78-yard drive to produce that field goal. So Danville, so far, has certainly been the dominant team offensively. You're looking at K.J. Riley, 10 for 18 and 104 yards in the first half so far in this one.
Ball and deep to the Warriors.
Well, you take a look at a couple of key things. Oh, another onside kick. Ball over there. Montoursville, I think, may have gotten it this time. Danville saying they had it, but we'll see. Let the officials tell us.
Montoursville had that. He did a great job of catching the ball. I didn't see who it was, 45? It
that's
like
Zachary Schmalhofer. And Schmalhofer got on the ball, so Montoursville will have it first and 10 at the 43. Kind of surprised that they would do that in that situation. Before, it was really a shock. Here, you've just put some points on the board. You've got less than 3 minutes till halftime. You're giving up really good field position.
Yeah.
Of course, it could be the long kickoff return last time made them do it.
That and the fact that there's under 3 minutes, just 2:53 left here in the half, and they feel they can hold them out of there in that 3 minutes.
Well, Montoursville certainly needs to get, if they can get something on the board here, it would be a big boost going into the locker room on this homecoming night in Danville. Here goes that sweep with Logan Ott coming around the right side, and he's not going to get far. Ian Persing is in there to make the tackle, leading several other people there. He does pick up about 3 yards. They're going to give him forward progress to the 46-yard line.
Montoursville does have 3 timeouts, so there's still plenty of time on the clock to put together a drive.
And one big play changes everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Hunter Shear, you got to look at him quickly there before now we'll get Logan Ott in motion once again. Fake it to him this time. Throwing it deep over the middle, and it will be caught. It's going to be caught. There's going to be a penalty behind it, but right now it could be a touchdown, and it is. Jackson Delana will take it in for the score. Jackson Delana will get it in. There's a flag, but
yeah, that's going to be roughing the quarterback, but I think they'll find that.
A 57-yard drive, a 50-yard, 4-yard touchdown pass from Hunter Shearer to Jackson Delana. Delana's 10th touchdown reception of the year. You can see the referee is talking on the other side there to officials, make sure how Montoursville wants to handle it. And we'll watch Joe Warso as he gets his flag back and he puts it in. Personal foul, roughing the passer. But and it will be a touchdown. It'll be a touchdown. So they will assign it. Let's watch it, babe. Look at this.
Now let me see.
That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
He had to hold up, but what a nice move by Jackson Delana there to be able to get that ball.
He's got 3 guys he beat to the end zone right there, and that was a nice move by him to get the ball and then to get loose and get down there. That was 3-on-1, and he beat the 3.
50.
That was a. I don't know. I got to check on that rule. That was a roughing the quarterback call.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
But it was during the touchdown run, so you'd either accept it or decline it, I would think.
Colin Guarini to attempt to point out.
Well, blocked. They blocked the PAT. The PAT is blocked. So, looks like Peyton Riley got in there to block it. So with 2:05 left to go in the first half, it's now Danville 17 and Montoursville 13.
Attention, please.
Jim Moff and Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff and Associates, moffandassociates.com. Hey guys, by now you know my favorite place in the entire world, Macetto's Deli, Kenwood Avenue, Old Lycoming. Why do I put on weight? I love the best homemade soup in Central PA, best deli sandwiches, and Monday through Saturday, the amazing breakfast, the omelets, the pancakes, and don't forget about the amazing sausage, gravy, and biscuits here at Macetto's, Old Lycoming Township, Kenwood Avenue. Do I have a feeling that somebody's behind the... What's going... Oh, Tammy, yeah. She's always here at Macetto's.
So Montoursville will kick off from the 45-yard line of Danville because of that penalty. Now, J.C. Kiefer's been known to do some onside kicks and other things like that. Is this where you're trying to do that?
Absolutely. It's a good spot. We'll get down to Ben Reichley. He was talking to the officials. And
let's get this play done first. They do the short kick. And Ian Plankenhorn kicked it. Now there's a late flag, two flags coming in at the end of the play. So let's see what this is all about.
It's going to be another personal foul against Danville.
Let's go down to Ben Reichley on the sideline. Maybe he had a better look at it than we did on that kickoff.
Yeah, it's going to look like a personal foul on that. And that onside kick could have probably been a little better played, but going back to the other play, it was a personal foul, not unsportsmanlike. So they applied that to the kickoff as we see, and now here's another personal foul. And the difference this year, player safety. So there's unsportsmanlike penalties. If you get 2 of those, you're thrown out of the game and you're not playing next week. But these are personal fouls right now. Getting a little bit chippy. I think Montoursville's frustrated. I think they came in, they wanted to play a lot better than they're showing tonight, but they're still in this game.
All right, so the walk-off will back them up to the 15-yard line and make it first down and 10 for the Ironmen. They're going to sweep on that left side, and once again, you're going to see them be able to keep that ball in the hands this time of K.J. Riley, who gets a good gain up to about the 25-yard line, just shy of the first down.
Yeah, he's almost to the 30-yard line. Let's see what happens here with. I'm sorry, man. He's almost to the first down marker, not the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he's at the 25, just shy of the 25-yard line. But he haven't been running him. They've been running Peyton Persing out of that, and now they're going to run him again, and he's going to get another big gain, and he makes a man miss. And here goes K.J. Riley down the sideline, and he's finally going to be brought down at the Montoursville 38-yard line, and he's brought down by Jackson Delana, who makes it. But wow, what a run! 37 yards by K.J. Riley.
And Jackson Delana was the last stop. I mean, if he wouldn't have brought him down, he was cutting back across field, and he was going to go. Here's the replay.
Jacob Reeder helped slow him up and make him cut back, and then Delana was able to bring him down. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 at the 39 is where they marked it. He's back in pass formation. The sophomore scrambles left, sets, throws. He's got Peyton Persing. He's got it behind his man. Touchdown. Touchdown, Danville. Peyton Persing once again being able to come in from 39 yards for the score. And boy, what an answer.
Yeah.
Wow.
And surprisingly, the Montoursville defensive line has had penetration all night, and forcing the quarterback not to have a lot of time back there and let his receiver get separation. That time, no rush, got separation between the receiver and the defender, and the quarterback put it on the money.
So those two big scrambles by the sophomore quarterback, and then he scrambled to get himself up, and that helped bring the defender up. The kick is good. 1:02 to go in the first half. It's now Danville 24 and Montoursville 13.
Dolly's Diner behind Rita's Italian Ice just off the Golden Strip is Loyal Sock's answer to cheers, where everyone knows your name. For the best in home-style breakfast and lunch, 7 days a week, 5 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Dolly's Diner, homemade breakfast, homemade lunches here in Loyal Sock Township, and where any food worth eating a lot of.
Dolly's Diner behind Rita's just off the Golden Strip.
Well, we saw Gary Chrisman eating a while ago. Then we saw Babe Mayer eating. Ben Reichley and I get stuck out. We don't get to eat.
Are you hungry, Kenny?
Minute to go. I tell you, I'm not hungry for action. What a game of action. Last year, these two teams played a 7-0 score. Not this year. Oh, my goodness. Well, the ball bounces around free for a while. Finally going to be picked up by C.J. Signer, and Signer's able to pick that ball up and move it ahead before Matt Dunkel brings him down. So Montoursville will have it. Let's look at this touchdown, babe.
Okay, here it is. Now, look, not a lot of rush. Good blocking, not a lot of rush. Gives him time to let the receiver get separation, and Riley's into the end zone.
Well, K.J. Riley had those big runs, and then he's able to find Peyton Persing behind the defense because the defenders think he's going to run again. They pull up a little bit. Whoops. There goes the man over my head. 25-yard line, 1st and 10, under a minute to go in the half. Montoursville trying to get on the board again. We're looking at a screen pass in the middle. It's going to be complete, and they're going to be able to get it up close to the 40-yard line. That's enough for a first down as Cole Rank is able to get it, but we have a flag. We have a flag on the play. Let's see what this one's going to be.
Almost has to be a hold. Or a block in the back. Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
Offensive holding.
So the holding will back that play up and take it off the script. Coming up at halftime, we'll have some scores of other games. Well, let's look at the first half stats of this one. One reason you can tell it's a big crowd tonight, the 50-50 is almost $350.
Wow.
That's how you can tell it's a big crowd.
Ball marked in the 21-yard line.
Ben's going to try to catch Jim Kaiser before they go in the locker room. 30 seconds to go in the half. Shearer scrambling down to get away, and he's going to be pulled down after what ends up being about a 3-yard gain. We saw Zach Zerbe in there on the tackle, among others. Let's see if they can get another one off. I don't think they're really going to try. And we've seen, well, there was one. Danville did use one timeout earlier. So as we breach down toward halftime, the Danville Ironmen find themselves with an 11-point lead. And Ben Reichley is going to get the head man of the Ironmen lined up and see if we can't find ourselves what's going on here in the first half. And let's go down to Ben. Ben?
First quarter started a little slow. Those last 2.5 minutes, you guys have got it in overdrive. Yeah, we came out a little bit flat, and got to give credit to Montoursville. They came out with a great game plan to stop us. We made a couple adjustments and started to hit some things that we were looking for, but they made some good adjustments too, so it's going to be a good battle. Looks like your defense is really stellar and hustle. Long kickoff. We've all been there. You're chasing a guy, but somebody pulled him down at the 5-yard line, and that worked for you because they didn't score or get a field goal. That's huge. You see a kid hustling like that on a play like that. You never know what's going to happen. We actually won a district title game because the kid did that one. So, my hat's off to that. Was Ian Persing. He did a great job. Number 4. Yep. And he's recovered 2 fumbles for you, 2 in the first quarter. So you're glad he has made it to school today. Well, hey, I'm glad he's back from injury. He was hurt a couple weeks ago. And also, we talked about quarterbacks with a golden arm. I think you have a kicker with a golden leg. Yeah, he's not bad. He's pretty good. Coach, thanks for the time. Thanks. Hey, guys, it looked like Danville got it. Montoursville's hanging in there. And Montoursville's a gutsy team. We'll see who makes a difference at halftime. But what's interesting, Babe, you talk about defenses having to cover width and depth. It's interesting that both these teams have been basically throwing those long handoffs out to those receivers and getting those 5 or 6 yards, and they're taking the width. Danville comes back on that last play, gets depth, and gets a touchdown. So looks like Danville has the edge right now. We'll see what Montoursville does coming out here in the second half.
Coming up, thank you, Ben, the Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show. We'll find out who the Price Optical Athlete of the Week is. We'll look at the River Valley Transit big play of the first half, and we'll check the Harder Sporting Goods scoreboard. That's all coming up. Danville leading Montoursville 24-13 at the half.
Insurance, 40 years in the business, Rennie. It's flown by, and you still love what you do. Congratulations.
Exactly. The key for me is I enjoy my job. I'm thankful for all the clients we've had. I'm thankful for people we've been helped through many terrible circumstances, from fires to floods to death in the family. It's different than a lot of jobs. You become part of the family. You're there when people need you.
Rennie Rodarmel, Allstate Insurance. Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliance, Route 15, Southside. Hey, Rainbow Carpet has great savings right now on cash and carry pricing. They're slashing pricing up to 40% off all uninstalled product, like their great hardwood, ceramic tile, vinyl click flooring, and more. Like Lazio tile, great selection for backsplashes and more. And all the wood products, including the wide wood that everybody's talking about. Our expert installers can give you the basics so you can install it yourself to save money. Rainbow Carpet, Williamsport. Dolly's Diner behind Rita's Italian Ice, just off the Golden Strip, is Loyal Sock's answer to cheers, where everyone knows your name. For the best in home-style breakfast and lunch, 7 days a week, 5 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Dolly's Diner, homemade breakfast, homemade lunches here in Loyal Sock Township. And where any food worth eating a lot of.
Dolly's Diner behind Rita's, just off the Golden Strip.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
Welcome back to the Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show here at Danville, where the Danville Ironmen leading the Montoursville Warriors 24-13 at halftime. We've got a lot to recap for you in the first half. But before we do that, we want to talk to you about the Price Optical Athlete of the Week. And this week it's Marcus Simmons of the Williamsport Millionaires. He had a big week last week, babe. He picked up a number of catches, had a touchdown, and hit 121 yards in receptions. I think 8 carries in that one. Quite a performance, and he's been really a key player for the Millionaires.
Well, you know, he's a great athlete, great basketball player. He's an excellent football player, and he had 8 receptions, touchdown. I mean, you know, and that was big for the Millionaires because they lost Potts in that game last week, and somebody has to step up. Simmons did.
He's a key man for the rest of the season. The Millionaires in that win over Scranton last week, but of course they've got a tough week. They're at Pittston tonight. We'll get some scores on that coming up in just a little while. A couple of quick thoughts about the first half of this ball game.
Well, you know, I thought it was sloppy at times, but then you saw some good plays at times. And I think right now Montoursville's a team that has to make some kind of adjustments. I think that Danville has the right recipe right now, and when they pull it off, they look tremendous. Montoursville's fought to hang in there. All right, they just got to put through in the second half and come up with something that can come up a winner.
Every time we thought there was a key play in the first half, it turned out there came another key play. You know, we saw a long drive. We saw balls fumbled, and Danville recovered them twice on that long drive. Then they did the onside kick. So it has been but then Montoursville got back in the game, and they've had some heartbreak as well. When we continue our Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show, we'll look at the big play of the first half and give you the stats. That's all coming up. Danville up 24-13 at halftime.
Hey guys, we're back here in Lewisburg. It's the Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show. Gary Crispin with Rick Quigley, Denny Spots. What a location, Rick. I know of all these locations, you're really proud of this one.
Love this one, Denny. It's a brand new, great facility. Everything's brand new here, right on 15. Great location with over 400 cars in stock.
Yeah, you're talking about a huge selection, Denny. Cadillac continues to evolve and be very hot as it evolves even younger and sportier, and what a lineup of caddies.
Yeah, the Cadillac line has really come around in the last few years with being a premier luxury brand. The technology, the features that they put in these things are amazing. We've got new models coming out every 6 months for the next few years. And
what about the car that drives itself? Which one is that? I know you're going to get me in that car.
Yes, a CT6 will actually drive itself down the highway hands-free.
Wow.
And it's pretty amazing.
Great experience.
Yeah, I imagine. And the Escalade is always big. And, of course, you talk about Chevy. You've got a great lineup of Chevys right here in the showroom. Talk about sporty, hot cars.
From Camaros to Silverados, Equinox, Tahoes, we have everything, and we have a huge selection. The 18s are going fast.
And, of course, the 19s, they're here. Check it out. Fairfield Chevy Cadillac. Rick, you know, Silverado, a huge seller, and you got to talk about service. That's something you're most proud of. Service is what you guys do best.
That's our top priority, and we have services number one here, and we will continue to be that, along with our best pricing.
Absolutely. Check it out. Fairfield for fair deals. Fairfield Chevy Cadillac, Route 15, Lewisburg, PA. We're back with more halftime right after this. Hey guys, by now you know my favorite place in the entire world, Macetto's Deli, Kenwood Avenue, Old Lycoming. Why do I put on weight? I love the best homemade soup in Central PA, best deli sandwiches, and Monday through Saturday, the amazing breakfast, the omelets, the pancakes, and don't forget about the amazing sausage, gravy, and biscuits here at Macetto's, Old Lycoming Township, Kenwood Avenue. Do I have a feeling that somebody's behind the what's going? Oh, Tammy, yeah. She's always here at Macetto's. You know, local families have been going to Dr. David Raymore for more than 30 years in the greater Williamsport area. And now many of the kids are grown and married, and their kids are going to see Dr. David Raymore and his great staff. See, they put smiles in the faces of parents and grandparents and all the kids for years. They specialize in general and cosmetic dentistry with 3 licensed dental hygienists on staff. And now they're accepting new patients. Dr. David Raymore, General Dentistry, 1033 Washington Boulevard, Williamsport.
Roach Financial has been committed to building trustful, long-lasting relationships with our customers for over 25 years now. Over the years, both our personal as well as our family of customers has grown. Our mission has remained clear: stay true to our ethics and constantly keep our customers' needs in mind. Come join our family for the next 25 years as we continue to provide employee benefit and financial services within the community we serve.
Why, the name is Furlinger, Bud Furlinger, River Valley Transit's original driver, date back to 1933. This baby goes back to 62. Sort of reminds me of my third wife, Shirley. You can see it here at the Peter Hurdig Transportation Museum. You know, we've come a long way, but we still have the lowest discounted fares in the state. We cover the region from Jersey Shore to Hughesville. This is the new Church Street Transportation Center, and this baby is our new hybrid bus. River Valley Transit, dedicated to get you there.
Welcome back to the Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac halftime show here at Danville's Ironman Stadium. I'm Ken Sawyer in for Gary Crispin tonight. Babe Mayer and I and Ben Reichley bringing you an exciting ball game. Beginning of the game, it looked like both teams just wanted to give it away. They just couldn't do anything right. But all of a sudden, Danville put together an 83-yard drive with a pass from K.J. Riley to Peyton Persing to make it 7-0. Then they onside kick and got the ball right back and drove it in again, this time a 48-yard drive with Peyton Persing running it in from 16 yards out to make it 14-0. Then Montoursville got an outstanding kickoff return by Dylan Mall all the way down to the 5-yard line, but couldn't get in. They ended up attempting a field goal, but the snap was bad, so they turned it over, but they got the ball right back, and they drove it right back down the field, and then on a fumble when it looked like it was going to be a touchdown, the ball goes in the end zone. Jackson Delana jumps on top of it, and Montoursville now is back in the game at 14-7. But then you come back right back with Riley kicking the field goal from 30 yards out to make it a 17-7 ball game. Shearer finds Delana for the touchdown of 57 yards, one of the spectacular plays of the first half. It cuts it to 17-13, but then the River Valley Transit big play of the first half as we see Danville come right back and take it over.
Well, you know, this is just a great pass play. No pass rush. He rolls out to the outside, lays it up over the top. Man is wide open. The key was no pass rush. Gave him time to get separation from the defensive back. Quarterback lays it in there, and this Danville team is really moving.
That's the River Valley big play of the first half. Caden Riley, or KJ Riley, as they prefer to call him, to Peyton Persing to make it 24-13. Danville in the first half has 148 yards on the ground. Montoursville 16 yards on the ground in the first half. For Riley, he's 11 for 19, 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hunter Shearer for Montoursville 5 for 12, just 22 yards in the first half of this ball game. So you can see that Danville has really turned things over. Riley's had a big first half. KJ Riley has had, and Persing, Peyton Persing, has also had a big first half. The other guy that's had a big first is Ian Persing, who have saved the touchdown on the kickoff return and recovered 2 of his teammates' fumbles to keep the drive alive. He's not in the score column, but he's sure been a big player.
Well, he sure has, and that onside kick after their first touchdown kind of surprised everybody. It was done in the first quarter, but it was executed perfectly, and Persing did a great job of coming up with the ball.
24-13 in this ball game. It's time for the Harder Sporting Sporting Goods scoreboard at halftime. The Hardest Sporting Goods scoreboard. Remember to play to win at Hardest Sporting Goods. In the first quarter, Pittston leading Williamsport 7-0. In the second quarter, Loyalsock leading Mifflinburg 14-0. A surprise, I think, to many people at halftime, Montgomery is leading 7-0 over Muncie. Mount Carmel at halftime beating Hughesville 35-0. Central Columbia putting it to South Williamsport at the half 38-13. Southern Columbia in the second quarter 34-0 lead over Jersey Shore. Anything on those scores you see?
Well, you know, the one that really surprised me is South Williamsport. I thought they would play a little bit better than that, but they're playing up, and their schedule's much tougher this year. You're going to see things like that happen.
Yeah, they were in that tough stretch of playing some very good teams. Bloomsburg, Southern Columbia, Central Columbia, next week, Mount Carmel. So that's what we're looking at here at halftime at Danville, 24-13. The Ironmen out in front on the Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac halftime show. We'll continue from Danville right after this timeout.
And the vice president of the senior class. She is a captain of the cross country.
Hey guys, back here at Biters, it all started with appliances. 1966, grandfathers selling appliances from the garage many years ago, and now you've evolved bigger and better than ever. And Eric Biter, I'm telling you, tell me what is hot this year.
Right now it's color. In the appliance industry, you're going to see colors like slate, and behind us we've got some black stainless, one of the hottest colors that's out right now.
You've got a tag up here. Show me what that means, because I think it means you've got the lowest prices when it comes to appliances.
That's right. On these tags go out, they scrape our website and our competitors' website, so we know that we're priced right for all the product that we have on our floor.
Absolutely. So many great things that you have. All right. Tell me more about how you can get an item that maybe you don't have right now. You can turn it around and get it pretty quickly, right?
We can. We have access to a distribution center in Harrisburg with $29 million worth of inventory. If they have it in stock, we'll have it within 24 hours.
Everything under the sun, and a great display that you have right here. Let's talk about this. Fantastic.
This is GE's hot color right now, the black stainless. This is the most popular color that we have on our floor.
Lowest pricing, best selection, Biters since 1966. Eric, thanks.
Thank you, Gary.
Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance, South Williamsport. Check them out today. Jim Moff & Associates. You've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves on our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years. When it comes to great food, great fun, great sports, you've got to make it to Rival Sports Bar and Grill on River Avenue, known for their famous California wood-fired pizza.
Rivals, a great atmosphere and a great place to watch your favorite football team and the best wings in town.
We love Rivals, California wood-fired pizza, wraps and wings, the best in Williamsburg.
Best steak salad and wings in town.
Rivals, River Avenue.
I've had an interest in reptiles and amphibians since I was 11 or 12 years old. And so when I came out of the military in 1964, I began to build Reptiland. And with the help of family and friends and employees, the zoo has continued to grow ever since. Sure, a lot of things have changed in 53 years, but one thing has never changed: the smiles. Welcome to Rep the Land.
Kiss 1027, the 80s to now.
Welcome back to Ironman Stadium, and the halftime extended a little bit here tonight because of homecoming. The Ironmen leading 24-13. Another score to add to the ones we gave you. Apparently Shamokin leading Selinsgrove 20-2. Henry Hynoski certainly turning that around. Ben Reichley has got somebody very special down on the sideline, and he's going to be able to talk to, it looks like, the homecoming queen here for tonight here in just a moment. So we'll be able to do that. So he's ready to, as soon as he's ready, he'll let us know, and we'll go down, and he's got a nice looking young lady down there and ready to go. And so we'll have a great second half coming up here because either Danville's going to take control. All right, Ben, let's take it down to you.
Hey guys, it's not all about football players tonight. I have Elena Klinger, and you're the homecoming queen tonight. Elena Klinger, homecoming queen. I know, Babe, there's a special place in your heart for homecoming queens.
Well, I'll tell you, if they're as cute as what Klinger is down there, you're right about that.
And congratulations, and give us your quick bio.
I'm Elena Klinger. I go to Danville. I'm on the cross-country team, captain this year, and yeah.
College?
I plan to attend a PA program. Right now, St. Francis and Lock Haven are some of my top choices. So
you're going to be a young lady after Babe Maier's heart. He's a Lock Haven alum up there. Well, congratulations. We appreciate you spending the time. Beautiful roses, a beautiful night. The dance is tomorrow, I take it?
Yep.
Okay, enjoy.
Thank you. You too.
And guys, this is that was the sweetest smelling. It might have been the roses, it might have been a perfume, but that's the best smell we've had down here all night.
It wasn't you, Ben. I know that.
No, it wasn't. Hey, all right. Going back to the game now, what changes will they make? Montoursville doesn't have to make tweaks. They got to make some changes. And also, too, week 6, week 7, you guys, we shouldn't be seeing these penalties and these drop passes. It's hurt Montoursville more than Danville. But again, Danville has a little commanding league here and momentum. We'll see what Montoursville can do to turn that around.
Well, I think one of the keys right here is going to be interesting. Danville gets the ball, as I recall, to start the second half.
Yes.
So with Danville getting the ball to start the second half, if they can go down and get a score, that changes whatever J.C. Kiefer's game plan for the second half is. Now, we will remember a game several years ago that we did at Montoursville, where Montoursville was playing Loyalsock, and J.C. Kiefer chose to open the second half with an onside kick. Now, he did one earlier in this ball game, did not get it. Whether he will try something like that to start the second half to get his team going, or whether he wants to try to kick it deep and try to pin him back, we'll find out in just a few seconds.
Yeah, and good point, Ken. But I'm not sure what you would do in that situation. He needs to do something to shake his team up. His team's kind of not in this game mentally. They're not crisp. They're not doing the things we've seen them do in past games, and they seem to be a little sluggish. And he's got to pick them up out of that. Some kind of a quick score, some kind of a quick advantage like that. I know that onside kick you were talking about just may do that. But right now I think that the team that has the edge is Danville coming out. They've played a very good first half. The only thing I can really say about Danville is they better work on their kickoff team. Other than that, they've looked pretty crisp.
Well, the Warriors have Ian Blankenhorn out there to do the kickoff. So he's going to see what he can do about getting this one started. It's Blankenhorn, who has shared some of the kicking duties this year with Colin Guarini, will do the kickoff here to start this second half. Montoursville has come back several times in the first half, but every time they've come back, Danville's had an answer for them.
Yeah, and Danville does not have a hands team up front. They're all lineman numbers. Usually, if you suspect that they're going to try an onside kick, that you're going to put defensive backs in there and receivers in there, and people that can handle the ball a little bit better than a lineman. But Danville doesn't feel that's going to happen, and they're lined up in a normal kick return formation.
Peyton Persing, you were just looking at down deep. He's on the far side of the field. And there's the kick. It's a squib kick. Bounces through the first man. Going to be picked up at deep by Shane Kozik at about the 18-yard line. And he's going to run up across the 20-yard line before he's brought down. So Shane Kozik getting a chance to, and he'll be pulled down by Jacob Reeder. So Danville will start first down and 10, just shy of the 30-yard line.
Will take over.
Hey, that was not an onside kick. That was just a squib kick. They didn't want to give them a chance to return one.
On their own 28-yard line.
First down and 10 for the Ironmen with an 11-point lead as we start the second half. These two teams could well meet again in the district playoffs.
Oh, absolutely.
But right now, they're not worried about that. They're worried about this one. There you get a good look at Danville's sophomore quarterback, K.J. Riley. They go motion, hand it off to Kozik. The motion man, he cuts it up nicely and gets up across the 35-yard line before he's brought down by Ryan Keene, helping to bring him down along with help from Connor Morse in there to make the tackle. Almost 7 yards on that one.
Yeah, that was a nice run. I tell you, Danville does a really good job of coming out of that sweep and turning it north and south and picking up all the yardage they can.
Riley back deep as he hands it off, and he's going to get a couple of yards in there as Cease goes up and makes it. Cameron Wood brings him down, and Cease.
We have a flag in the play.
Downfield there. Ben telling us there's a flag down there that will be a downfield blocking, and you see Cameron Wood pointing that it's against Danville. Cameron helping us out as an auxiliary official. Let's go down to Ben Reichley, who had a better look at what he thinks the penalty is going to be.
It's going to be some sort of personal foul, but basically 77.
Personal foul against the Ironmen.
For Danville had a heck of a block, and he just drove his guy 15 yards downfield. If he was playing for some college schools, he'd get a sticker on his helmet for that block.
I didn't see it, but I did see a strange call of all places in my grandson's football team, and it was called excessive blocking, and maybe that's what it was.
All right, now it's back to pass is K.J. Riley, and he's going to be swarmed under and taken down for the first time tonight. He's going to be brought down back deep. So Montoursville taking advantage of the penalty, being able to bring him down with Cameron Wood and company getting back in there and getting the job done. Also getting help in there from Ryan Keene.
And boy, I'll tell you what, this is going to be a good field position here for Montoursville. They have generally what you're going to see in this situation, they're going to put two return men back so the ball doesn't get by one man and try to get everything out of this again. But the receivers are on the 50-yard line.
Peyton Riley, a little bit of a rugby run before he kicked that ball. He's kicking it out of bounds, and it will go out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. Somewhere around the 40-yard line.
There's flag
another
down
flag
after the play.
41-yard line. Warriors 1st and 10 in Danville territory.
So it looks like let's see what we get here. The ball will be at the 41-yard line of Danville, but if the flag goes against Montoursville, then we will have that ball backed up considerable.
It's going to go against Montoursville, I'm almost sure, and it's going to be
personal foul.
Personal foul against the Warriors.
So
blocking penalty.
So we'll move that ball back, and so instead of the Warriors having the field position they thought they were going to have, and it's funny, both coaches spent a lot of time talking about the other team's speed, avoiding turnovers and avoiding penalties. And the penalties after the first quarter have certainly crept into the ball game of the second. quarter and here in the early moments of this third quarter. So a long walk-off about Montoursville means they're going to start the ball, and it's going to be let's see, are they going to move the sticks or are they going to leave them where they are? They're going to move the sticks. Okay. Back to the 44. It'll be Montoursville 1st and 10 at its own 44-yard line. I was concerned that they were going to call it.
I thought it may have been a dead ball.
A dead ball, and maybe we won't see it back. All right, here we go. 11-point lead. Hunter Shearer brings his team up to the line. Going to send Logan Ott in motion to give him the ball. Tried to sweep left, cuts back inside Sickner's block, and he's going to get up across the 45 to about the 46-yard line before he's brought down by Hugh Vastine, and he makes the tackle.
You know, Danville's done an excellent job of shutting down the running game. You have a guy like Ott who's the leading rusher on the team, and he can't get out of the backfield. That's a typical 2-yard run for him tonight.
Logan Ott is averaging 4.6 yards a carry coming in, but now it's second down about 8 for the Warriors. Shearer looks right, looks left, moves, trying to get away now a little bit from the. He's going to run himself, and is he going to take a hit just shy of midfield? Boy, Zach Zerbe was there, and there's a flag. Wow. There is a flag right there in the play.
They may call a helmet to helmet, and that was a bad call because he hit him right in the chest.
Flag, of course, right there at the end of the play. Personal foul, Danville. First down. Of course, we're standing on the Danville side outside here. You could see that that's not a popular call. The folks all around us here tonight.
I don't know exactly what the call was. They just tell you personal foul.
Let's go down to Ben and let Ben tell us about it.
It's player safety, but guys, we used to play football here. We just had the same official call, excessive blocking, and he made that call, and it looked like the helmet went into the shoulder pads. But here's what we got.
Watching it on replay, it went a little bit higher than that. Montoursville has the ball now, and they're going to go after the 1st and 10. And Jacob Reeder's going to take the ball off to the left side. And he's going to be given up by Shane Kozik. Shane Kozik brings him down after about a 3-4 yard gain there. Looking at the replay, the top of the helmet of the defensive player was into the face mask of the offensive player. It appeared from the replay anyway.
All I know is there's a lot of penalties here early on in the second half. This is like the same way the start of the game. It's very, very sloppy.
Second down, 7 at about the 33-yard line. Shearer throws the ball out in the flat. It's going to be complete. Dylan Mall does a nice job of sidestepping the first man, but Eric Cease will come up to bring him down inside the 30-yard line. It'll be third down and about 2.
And right now in this situation, this is 4-down territory, so they got 2 downs. So don't be surprised if you see them maybe go with a pass on this third down play, knowing they have another one.
You got to call a glance there of J.C. Kiefer giving the play to Hunter Shearer to go over there, and he runs out in a hustle because they're down to 8 seconds on the play clock. Going to try to get this one off. They go in motion, and they're going to hand it back inside, and they try to cut it up that time, and Danville stopped him.
He may have lost some yardage on that.
Zach Zerbe, the leading tackle on Logan Ott, stopping him as he cut inside, and actually lost about 2 yards on that play. It's going to be 4th down and a long 3 at the 30-yard line of the Ironmen. So Montoursville needs a big call here on 4th down.
Yeah, they do. They got a situation here where they can get right back in this ball game, but they got to come out of here with some points.
Jackson Delana goes wide to the left side. Now timeout.
Confusion.
Timeout. There was 3 on the play clock. That's why he had to call timeout. So Montoursville calls timeout with 7:14 left in the third quarter. Danville on top, 24-13.
BJ's Steak and Rib House, a Central PA classic since 1982, has done it again. They have perfected the authentic wood-fired Neapolitan pizza. It is unlike anything you've tasted. Handcrafted the traditional Naples way, using authentic products and preparation techniques in an amazing hand-built imported Italian wood-fired oven. 900 degrees, 90 seconds later, it's perfection. Check it out at BJ's Steak and Rib House, Selinsgrove.
Here's Montoursville's fourth down play. Fourth and about 3 inside Danville territory at the 30-yard line. Odd in motion, they fake it to him. Big rush. Shearer gets it away, complete over the middle. It's going to be touchdown to Caseman. Zach Caseman of Montoursville takes it in for the 30-yard touchdown. And Montoursville's Hunter Shearer got it away just in time for the score.
Well, what they did was they showed formation to the far side, rolled to the far side, and drug the tight end across the field, and nobody picked him up as he came across, and wide open. Shearer laid the ball right on the money. Here's the replay right here. You can see there's a tight end, drags across the field underneath everybody, and nobody reacts and picks him up, so Montoursville's right back in this ball game.
Well, we saw Danville earlier in the ball game when they were running K.J. Riley several times. We saw the Montoursville defender come up that opened up the touchdown pass. It was our River Valley play. This was the same thing. Montoursville going for 2 here. They had a PAT blocked earlier. Shearer looking, now pulls it down, now pulls it back, now tries to throw it over the middle, and it will be intercepted in the end zone. Intercepted by even Welliver. Welliver will pick it off in the end zone, so the conversion attempt is no good. But with 7:08 to play in the third quarter, it's Danville 24, Montoursville 19.
Montoursville 19. Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance welcomes Owen Oshevsky, the newest agent here. And Owen, your background is life insurance. Tell me why life insurance is so important for people to have.
Life insurance is the most important insurance that you can have. It's important because it's not for you, it's for the loved ones that you leave behind. So I recommend that everybody has some type of life insurance.
It's about protection. I tell you what, call Owen Oshevsky today. Rennie Road Armel Allstate.
When it comes to great food, great fun, great sports, you've got to make it to Rival Sports Bar and Grill on River Avenue, known for their famous California wood-fired pizza.
Rivals, a great atmosphere and a great place to watch your favorite football team and the best wings in town.
We love Rivals, California wood-fired pizza, wraps and wings, the best of wings.
Best steak salad and wings in town.
Rivals, River Avenue.
Ken Sawyer, Babe Mayer, Ben Reichley back here at Danville tonight, where the Warriors have gotten back within reach early in the third quarter. Another one of those squib kicks going to be picked up by Ian Persing. Maybe if he can get there in time. He didn't quite get the handle on it, so let's see who comes up with it. The big scrum down there, and the officials will have to unpile it. Looks like Persing did come up with the football. Yep. That's not Persing, but he did come up with the football. That's Ethan Cleese. Ethan Cleese who came up with it.
But the kicking game has not been good to Danville tonight. I'm sure the coaching staff's going to talk about that.
Alvarado Construction. We wanted to tell you about it because I tell you, they can really help you out. Many of you have things you want to try to get done. Why don't you call the professionals at Alvarado Construction and let them help you out so that you're ready to get that project done the right way at the right cost. First down and 10 for the Ironmen. And what a ball game. We thought it was going to be. Peyton Persing on the sweep, going to the right side, cuts it back once again, and that young man's going to get another big gain as the scrum will bring him down after he's up over the 30 to just shy of the 35-yard line. He's being looked at by Ivy League and Patriot League schools.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, he's playing a heck of a game tonight. I can see why. Really surprised that this many points have been put on the board. Last year was 7-0, and this year, putting a lot of points on the board, but also a lot of points have been taken off the board by penalties and things that you had drives going. It just ruined drives, and it's been a little sloppy.
This time they fake it one way and give it to second man, and that ball stopped right away. Joey Harris found himself knocked down in a hurry in there as Connor Morse breaks him a tackle. So they tried a little bit of reverse off the jet sweep, and that time the Warriors were right there. Connor Morse knocking it down.
That's the kind of penetration that Montoursville had in the first half, for most of the first half. And
third down, about 2. Danville on their own 35. They're going to get Peyton Persing in the Wildcat this time. He's going to take it himself. Going to sweep around the left side, and he's going to be bumped out of bounds. Jackson Delana takes him out of bounds, but it will be enough for the first down. First and 10.
By number 9.
So Delana knocks him out of bounds. Penalties. There's an injury down for one of the Danville players. Penalties thus far in the ball game, guys. Danville 7 for 86 yards, Montoursville 4 for 46 yards. So there's an injury timeout. So we'll take one as well. 5:40 to go in the third quarter, and Montoursville trailing Danville by 5.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
Why, the name is Furlinger, Bud Furlinger. River Valley Transit's original driver, date back to 1933. This baby goes back to 62. Sort of reminds me of my third wife, Shirley. You can see it here at the Peter Hurdig Transportation Museum. You know, we've come a long way, but we still have the lowest discounted fares in the state. We cover the region from Jersey Shore to Hughesville. This is the new Church Street Transportation Center. And this baby is our new hybrid bus. River Valley Transit, dedicated to get you there.
Jared Meredith is one of the offensive linemen who was injured. We're back to play now, and they'll sweep right. And, boy, Montoursville comes up with that play. That's Peyton Fry, one of the outstanding players. And he got a hold of Austin Millar and just wouldn't let him go anywhere. It'll be about 2nd and 10. Peyton Fry, well, he's been tough all year long for the Warriors, and he really made a play there.
Now this is
second down and 10.
With 5:11 to go here in the third quarter. We haven't seen a lot of passing out of Danville. Let's see what we get here.
Once again, it's going to be Peyton Persing and the Wildcat for them. He's going to sweep right, and the Warriors come up and hit him pretty good. Connor Morris was there, among others, who hit him pretty good again and stop him right there. And there's a late flag, and I think it's going to go against Montoursville.
It's definitely going to go against Montoursville, and it's looked like it was Connor Morris threw a punch in there. I don't know if he was.
I think he was celebrating, but his celebration was not interpreted the way he thought it was. I don't know, Ben. Let's go down to Ben Reichley. Ben, what did you see down there?
Here's what it is: the Montoursville players get up off the Danville players and they push them off. They get up. It's a little intimidating factor that used to be defensive football. But what happens is Danville coaches has complained about it so much that now they're going to start to calling it. But it is getting a little chippy. But I'll tell you what, Montoursville's defense has turned up a couple notches here, and you can see the body language is 100% different than it was in the second quarter.
Well, sportsmanlike conduct is going to go.
Sportsmanlike conduct against the Warriors.
Now, if he gets another one, he's out of the game, number 48.
And there's also
a personal foul and an ejection. Yes, a personal foul and an ejection. So unsportsmanlike conduct, a personal foul, and that's tough.
Yeah.
Montoursville, Ben's checking on the sideline to see to make sure who that is.
It was Connor Morse, I think, 48. I want to tell you something. Too many
48.
Too many things in this game that have dictated what the score is right now have come off of penalties, and that's not good. That's not good at all.
So Connor Morse will go to the far sideline, a very unhappy young man, and his team is going to have a 30-yard walk-off and penalty against them.
And that's just uncalled for. I mean, that's a bad situation. And if Danville can capitalize on this and put it in the end zone, Ken, it's going to be a tough thing for Montoursville to overcome.
31-yard line of Montoursville is the result of the play. There were 2 fouls and resulting in an ejection. All right, here we go. Sweep to the left side. This time it's going to be KJ Riley, and he's going to get all the way up to about the 25, and there's another penalty.
That may be a face mask.
Yep, face mask call against the Warriors. So you're going to be able to penalize them at the end of the run. You'll get the run by Riley all the way up. And that was right in front of the Danville bench, and you could see the coaching staff react immediately. So another penalty against the Warriors. The Warriors now would be up to, I think, about 70 yards in penalties on this one. Tom Delash, our stat extraordinaire, will tell us exactly. It puts it down just inside the 13-yard line. 6 penalties for 67 yards.
And right now you're looking at a 5-point lead by Danville. You put 3 more on the board, and they're leading by 8. And that's another touchdown.
I think they're trying to get more than 3, although they're in range to get that. They hand the ball up inside to Cease, Eric Cease, who's being able to take the ball up inside, brought down by Peyton Fry, who made the tackle for the Warriors. So, as we have documented the ejection and so forth, and now it's time to see if this can turn back to football.
Well, I hope it does, because it's really getting ugly right now.
Putting Peyton Persing over there along with Peyton Riley on the slot to the right side, bringing Peyton Persing back across and hand him to the ball. He cuts it back inside, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown for Peyton Persing. And you add 6 more for Danville. Danville leads it now 30-19.
And great cutback. I mean, that's what you do. You go to the sideline, but the whole time you're running to that sideline, you're looking for that crack. You got to plant and drive it upfield, and that's exactly what he did, and put it in the end zone. And, boy, Montoursville right now just shot themselves in the foot. Danville took advantage of it, so we're ready to play from there.
But I want to tell you, Peyton Persing has lived up to his billing.
He sure
has.
He
has been something else tonight, and the way he cuts on this field is amazing. Here's Peyton Riley kicking it up, and he'll kick it through. 3:38 left to play, third quarter. Can Montoursville respond again? Montoursville trailing Danville, the Ironmen, up 31-19.
Roach Financial has been committed to building trustful, long-lasting relationships with our customers for over 25 years now. Over the years, both our personal as well as our family of customers has grown. Our mission has remained clear: stay true to our ethics and constantly keep our customers' needs in mind. Come join our family for the next 25 years as we continue to provide employee benefit and financial services within the community we serve.
Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves on our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years.
Danville getting set to kick off. Danville, 7 penalties, 86 yards. Montoursville, 6 for 67, 13 penalties for 153 yards for the two teams combined. For Peyton Persing, tell you, 13 for 77 carries and 2 touchdowns. Onside kick again, and here comes the ball, and I think Danville's going to get it again. Danville thinks they have it again, and we'll see as they unpile they do. Danville will get the ball once again on the onside kick. So the Ironmen able to respond after the touchdown, and now another flag comes flying, another flag, another flag. I see 3 flags that just got thrown. So we will let the officials tell us what it's going to be. But
this is unlike a J.C. Kiefer team. He really really is a good coach, and
he's upset. He's bringing his whole team over to the far sideline right now.
And he's
unsportsmanlike conduct, Montoursville ejection.
Foul against the Warriors.
And JC usually has control of this team and keeps them in a focused situation and plays football. And very uncharacteristic of a Montoursville team. And I'm sure JC's very disappointed on the far side. And I think he's telling them about it right now.
Well, he was jumping up and down. He was very upset, and he called the whole team over there, trying to get them back in this game. He may need a timeout. I don't know. We'll see. It's in order to continue what he's talking about. Some of his players are coming back out on the field. Now here they come out. Danville's already there at the line of scrimmage, as you can see. So
it's there's no excuse for this, though. It's not a good look for high school football.
Well, let's see if we can get back to some football. We're still in the third quarter, and Danville with a 12-point lead has a chance first down and 10 at the 34-yard line of the Warriors to really put this game in their control.
And I'll tell you what they need to do is go about 10 more yards, and their field goal kicker can put it through, and that'd make it a 15-point game. And not that Montoursville couldn't come back, but boy, it's going to be a tough task.
I don't know if we can get a shot. You'll see at the top of your screen there that J.C. Kiefer's talking to the officials on the far side of the field, and he is talking to them. And let's go down to Ben Reichley, Ben, so he can tell us what's going on.
Here's the penalty. There's a scrum for the ball. The official was there. He told the player, I think 88 from Montoursville, 35 was there also. The play is over. The play is over. They kept going. They kept going. They kept going. Finally, the flag came out.
First down and 10 for the Ironmen at the 34-yard line. Back to pass. Riley looking. He's looking for Kozik. Kozik can't get there. Good defense by Jacob Reeder, who's back there making the coverage.
I tell you, that he's lucky to get that back. That was double coverage on Kozik, and when he left that ball go downfield, if either one of the defensive players would have turned and looked back for the ball, all right, that could well have been an interception more than a reception.
Second down and 10. Second down and 10, and Peyton Persing will be in the Wildcat spot this time. He's got Eric Cease next to him. Now they said motion with Shane Kozik. Fake it to him. Peyton Persing keeps it again, and he's going to again get a good gain. He's brought down by Dylan Blackwell. Makes the tackle for Montoursville. As he comes up to make the tackle at the 29-yard line, it'll be third down and 5. Third down and 5 for the Ironmen after their second successful onside kick.
Yeah, and right now they're just running the ball right at Montoursville. Montoursville's a little disoriented right now.
Once again, Persing. And Ian Persing comes across. They give him the ball, and Ian tries to bounce outside to the right side. He makes the turn. He's headed toward the end zone. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. Oh, my. Ian Persing, who we said at halftime, was one of the keys to being able to get things done. But he, with fumble recoveries and a big tackle on a kickoff return by the Warriors, gets a chance to carry the ball. And now he gives them first down and goal.
That was a nice run to the outside, good blocking. The contained man to the far side of the field disappeared. He didn't set the edge and try to turn him upfield, although when he does set the edge, there doesn't seem to be anybody there to get him. So
KJ Riley back in as the quarterback now. Under center. He turns, and they're going to run that ball straight ahead off the left side as KJ keeps it down inside the 5 to about the 2-yard line as Peyton Fry makes the tackle. Ball just inside the 3-yard line.
3-yard line, second down and goal.
So Danville trying to take over control of the Heartland too, and trying to take over control. They've got some tough games coming up.
They got 2 tough games to end the season.
High snap back. He's going to run inside, left side, into the end zone. Peyton Persing Peyton Persing gets another touchdown. What a career night he's having in this one tonight. And the Ironmen now go up 37-19 with 2:09 left here in the third quarter with the extra point coming up.
There it is. There's a replay, and just a nice run. They're just running right at Montoursville right now. And Montoursville has become unraveled. And we still have 2 minutes to go in the third period. Still have a whole fourth period to play. But, boy, it's going to take really something for Montoursville to get out of this.
Jared Meredith, who got hurt earlier, came back, and he led the blocking on that play. Peyton Riley puts it up and through. So here late in the third quarter, just over 2 minutes to go, Danville leading Montoursville 38-19.
Eric Steinbacher's with us, Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance. But Eric, you're on the financial side of things. You've done a great job for me and for many other folks. Tell me about that.
Yeah, Gary, a lot of people don't realize that we offer financial services here at the Road Armel Agency. We can help you with short-term, moderate-term, and your long-term financial service needs.
And help you get ready for retirement. Check
Absolutely.
it out today. 326-6645, Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance.
When it comes to Billtown's best pizza, everyone knows Park Pizza. Memorial Avenue, Williamsport, right behind the outfield fence at Bowman Field. Offering takeout, delivery, and dine-in, open daily at 4 p.m. Finest pizza around and great stromboli, wings, and more, the best since 1960. It's a tradition in pizza like no other. Takeout, delivery, dine-in, Park Pizza since 1960. Give them a call today at 322-9024.
The Ironman set to kick off. Let's see if they do another onside kick. Nope, they put it, but it's a shorter kick in that in-between area. Ball's going to be picked up, and Montoursville's going to be able to bring it forward. Nice job of protecting that ball by Logan Beloris as he's able to come up and get it. Evan Welliver makes the tackle. They're throwing out those footballs again, babe. Be alert.
Yeah,
you got hit in the first half. 2 minutes to go in this third quarter.
It was a football to helmet, too. You know, I could have...
Or maybe they got those football, Harder Sporting Goods play to win. If you need sporting goods, you need somebody to really help you. Maybe you have a youth team that you have a child involved with, or you have a high school team or more. Find it, Harder Sporting Goods. Not only will they have what you need, they'll have the advice to make sure you get the right thing. All right, Montoursville going to roll out. Shearer looking, and it's knocked away incomplete. Three guys covering his intended receiver there as he tried to get the ball to Jackson Delana, but a ton of Danville guys were there, including Ian Persing and Peyton Riley and all those guys. Eric Cease was over there.
Logan Ott was deep downfield, and he was getting some separation, but I don't know if the quarterback in that situation can get the ball that deep.
Second down and 10 at their own 28-yard line for the Warriors. Looking for something good to happen to them. They split things out. Signor's in there behind big rush. They're going to give the ball in the screen pass to Signor, and he's not going to go anywhere. He's going to be brought down right away by Tyler Seamus. And Tyler gets in there, and he was all over that screen pass. So, third down, and they lost 2 on that play.
And I tell you right now that this is Montoursville's got a third down and long. They need to pick. They need to get a first down here to get anything going. I mean, it's you just need something positive to happen. They look much sharper here and crisper here in offense than they did on defense, but you got a lot of the players play both ways.
Hunter Shearer back to pass on this third down, flies it out into the flat, but it's incomplete. Tried to get it to Signer, but it goes incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, I don't think he would have gotten anything out of that. There was good coverage by Danville. So Montoursville will have to punt it away again and put the defense back out on the field.
And they've been out most of the second half.
Yes,
the defense has been out most of this third quarter on the field.
Montoursville came back and got a quick score, and then Danville just slowly started to take things over and then blew it apart here.
Riley deep.
Peyton Riley back in single safety as Logan Ott gets set to kick it away, and he does get it kicked away. And Riley calls the fair catch. Danville will take over about their own 44-yard line. First down and 10 with just over a minute to go in this third period. All right, let's talk about KISS FM. Yes, indeed. KISS 1027, the Extreme Kitchen Makeover underway right now, and you can enter by going to the KISS website. I tell you can find, this is one of the great prizes that you can win. It will be something special for your Thanksgiving holiday. So be listening to the Crispin Morning Show and all of KISS FM to find out how you can be involved in that. A penalty against Danville.
We almost went a few plays there without a penalty, Ken.
I didn't, but it's back to the, so it's going to go back to the 34-yard line, but Danville will have the ball. It doesn't change possession, it just changes where they're starting from. KJ Riley under center. He's going to hand that ball off to Joey Harris, and Harris is going to meet a ton of Warriors. I saw Jacob Reeder in there and a bunch of other guys in there to help make the tackle for the Montoursville Warriors. He's going to get a couple yards on that play, up to about the 39-yard line, so about a 4-yard gain. Second down and 6. Now, does 38-19, do you think that, does Danville start to try to run clock? We're not even in the fourth quarter yet, so too early?
Well, I looking for him to run one play here and then go into the fourth quarter, and they've run clock naturally, so I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of changes.
Going to try to go sweep to the right side with, and the Warriors do a good job of stopping it up. We saw Cameron Wood was in there, and also C.J. Signor in there as well to stop them, and that should be the end of this third quarter. So as we go to the fourth quarter, Danville will have a third down at about 8 on their own 37. And as we end three quarters, the Danville Ironmen lead the Montoursville Warriors 38-19.
Danville having a third down and 9.
Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance, 40 years in the business, Rennie. It's flown by, and you still love what you do. Congratulations.
Exactly. The key for me is I enjoy my job. I'm thankful for all the clients we've had. I'm thankful for people we've been helped through many terrible circumstances, from fires to floods to death in the family. It's different than a lot of jobs. You become part of the family. You're there when people need you.
Rennie Road Armel, Allstate Insurance.
For over 30 years, Fairfield Auto Group has had an unyielding commitment to hometown values. And we know how important those are to you. At Fairfield, cars cost less, but our service remains unrivaled. Fairfield for fair deals. Fairfield. You're gonna love us.
Welcome back for the fourth quarter as we get things going. Total yards in the ball game through three quarters, thanks to Tom Wash. Danville 356, Montoursville 138.
Yeah, and that's what's the penalty count here? That's what I want to know.
Well, we had that earlier. It was over 150 some yards. It's gone up more since then. Here's a nice slant end pass over the middle. Shane Kozik makes the catch at the 45-yard line. First down and 10 as he's brought down by Montoursville's Jackson Delana. Delana's had a pretty good night tonight, making tackles, and he had caught a touchdown.
Boy, Caden Riley is a nice quarterback. That was a nice rope he threw downfield there.
So the first down and 10 for the Ironmen as we start the fourth quarter. They are averaging 38 points a game, and that's what they've got already in this game with a quarter to go. First down and 10 at the 46-yard line. Of course, their only loss was a 1-point loss to Loyalsock early in the season. They're going to go up the middle with Joey Harris, and Harris is going to take the ball up the middle. He's going to be brought down by Cole Rank. Ball at the 40-yard line, gain of about 6, almost 7. 6, we'll call it.
That Loyalsock game, they scored 40 points. Loyalsock just Connor Watkins, who's now injured and out for the season for Loyalsock, the quarterback, put on a show in that ball game and came up with just one more point than Danville had.
KJ Riley under center. They come back with Ian Persing on the wing back inside, and he will get first down for the Danville Ironmen as the ball will go down right just outside the 30-yard line, about the 33-yard line before he's brought down by Jackson Delana and company. First down and 10 for the Ironmen.
And finally, girls tennis.
This is where, for Danville, you really want to start to use up time.
Yeah.
If you can put together another good drive, you're going to be in. Homecoming night, you see all the cheerleaders along the sideline. They've been enjoying it thus far tonight. At halftime, we talked to the homecoming queen, Ms. Klinger. And she was crowned at halftime here at Danville tonight. Handed off to Harris off the left side. Doesn't get much, but he gets a couple. Cameron Wood in there making the tackle. And Cole Rank also in there for the Warriors on defense. It's 2nd and 7.
Right now the clock is running. We're down to 10 minutes in the ball game, and you're down by 3 scores for Montoursville. They've got to get a stop here, but unfortunately they only need about 10 more yards and they're in field goal range, and that could make it a 10+ or a 3+ touchdown situation.
Ian Persing goes in motion. Kind of a ball off spread to the right side as Austin Millar tries to find a hole. Ball trips him up a little bit. He does end up getting some gain. We haven't seen Austin Millar much this year, but Dylan Ball is the man who trips him up, and he falls forward for a couple of extra yards. It'll be 3rd and 4.
It would not surprise me if this goes to a 4th down that they don't try a field goal.
Especially depending upon the distance that they have to go to get that first down.
That could. Yeah, I understand that could be a rule. That could be a situation, but I think they want to test this kid's leg. I think he could make it.
Back. Riley looks deep into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown to Peyton Persing. Oh my, what a career night he is having tonight. 27 yards for the score, and the Danville Ironmen put another 6 up. They lead 44-19.
And I'll tell you what, that was one great throw. There was 2 men down there with him. He had a step on him, but the defense reacted to the ball, and he got it over top just enough to put it into the end zone. And I can't say enough about a couple of these Danville players. They are really phenomenal here.
Great job of staying inside the pylon there by Peyton Persing as he was right at the front corner of that end zone, as you saw the replay there, and kept his feet in. And there's Peyton Riley picking it up and through. We've got 8:49 left to play, and the Ironmen are on top, 45-19.
45, Montoursville 19.
Jim Moff & Associates, you've been at it for 30+ years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com.
Over the years, this area has seen its share of ups and downs. And for the past 30 years, our employees have been dedicated to making sure your investment in your vehicle goes a long way, from sales to service. And we promise that same level of commitment for the next 30 years. It's your time, Central Pennsylvania. You deserve a fair deal. Fairfield. You're gonna love us.
We're back, and this Ironman team has looked awful good tonight. You see the score there. Danville plays at Shamokin next week, and then their final 2 games of the season are home against Selinsgrove and Southern Columbia. And we'll get you an update from Ben Reichley in a few moments on that score between Shamokin and Selinsgrove, who are playing tonight, the next 2 opponents. And why don't we do that right now? Ben Reichley, give us an update on that Shamokin-Selinsgrove game.
Hey, it looks like Shamokin has Selinsgrove in a mercy rule. And Shamokin, as you talked, Ken's playing Danville next week over at Shamokin. Looks like Henry has brought that program around. Hey, real quick, Ken, and let Babe know, We got him a 10 o'clock appointment with the Cable Sports Productions HR department. They'll take a look at that workman comps claim he might need for getting hit with that football.
You know, I chipped a tooth about 3 weeks ago, but nobody knows, so keep it quiet. I may say I need some dental work done.
First down at 10, you see Hunter Shearer under center. He turns it back deep, and the Warriors are going to explode it right up the middle with Rocco Polizzi, the ninth grader who had a big touchdown last week. Already has 4 touchdowns on the year, and Rocco Polizzi is going to get his chance to run the ball a little bit here in the fourth quarter, and it's a first down and 10. Knocked down by Ian Persing.
Well, let's see what if Montoursville can rally here, and I don't know if they can get a win, but they got to get some pride back and see if they can get a score out of this.
Well, they play Mifflinburg in their last home game next week to the Warriors, and again, they're going to give the ball off on that right-hand side, and Danville a little bit more aggressive in making the tackle this time as Polizzi again carrying the ball as he's brought down by Preston Fosnot, their leading tackler. Several of these Danville kids are being looked at by Ivy League, Patriot League type schools, and also quite a few of them were being looked at by Division III schools. Matter of fact, and St. Francis's coach was scheduled to be here tonight to look at some of the players for the Ironmen. Shearer throws the ball out, knocked down at the line of scrimmage, knocked down by Ryan Browse, the defensive left end. So Ryan Browse knocks it down. Danville is not a big team physically, except for the one player, and that is the young man we talked about earlier, Hugh Vastine. He's big, but the rest of the guys aren't that. But boy, are they good!
Yeah, and they're strong. They're in good physical condition. That's.
Third down and 7, and the Warriors go nowhere on that one. That's just completely collapsed as. They get in there, and Ryan Browse again in there covering the fumble as Hunter Shearer couldn't pick it up. He got back on it, so they kept the ball. Clock will continue to move. It's fourth down for the Warriors. 7:40 to go. You're at midfield, down 45-19. Do you go ahead and go for it on 4th and 8, or you punt? Looks like they're going to punt.
Yeah, they are going to punt.
Single safety on the return side for the Ironmen. Ball bounces back, but Logan Ott's able to pick it up and kick it toward the sideline. There's a flag. Did he go down?
He went
His
down.
knee went down.
Yes,
He's going to be down back there. Yep, he's down. Yep. That's what Joe Warsaw is pointing at. He went down on his knee to pick the ball up. So Danville will take over on the Montoursville 38-yard line. Wow. Let's go down to the field and Ben Rankley.
And this is a little bit for Babe, but Babe, where in football can a player legally have his knee down and still hold the ball?
On the extra point.
That would be, or maybe even a field goal.
Or a field goal. We'll go either way.
We're little Alex Trebek Jeopardy down here on the sidelines.
What do I win?
But he didn't answer it as a question.
That's true, Ken.
Well, you didn't tell me it was Jeopardy either.
All right, they're going to run a sweep to the right side here, and the Warriors responded as Joey Harris, Logan Ott's in there, along with Cole Rank and Dylan Mall, all making the tackle for Montoursville as Joey Harris tries to sweep right and loses a yard back to the 40-yard line.
You know, as I look at these schedules, Danville, of course, has Shamokin next week, who just knocked off Selinsgrove. So, they and by a big score, as a matter of fact, a mercy rule score. And so I don't know, Shamokin may be able to come in here and play with this Danville team. But then they have Southern Columbia at the end of the season. So they're going to have at least, I don't know if they can beat Southern.
Joey Harris will come up to about the 30-yard line, just shy of the 30 before C.J. Signer brings him down.
Yeah.
So Montoursville has left their last home game next Friday night against Mifflinburg. Then they go on the road for the last 2 weeks of the season at Towanda, and Montoursville closes out at Selinsgrove. So Selinsgrove will play both of these teams in the last 3 weeks of the season.
Well, the point I was going to make, if this would not knock by any means Montoursville out of the conference championship in AAA. Because there's a good chance they could have a head-on-head, I think, would knock them off. But
Joey Harris with a nice run off the left side. Good for the first down as he gets down to about the 20-yard line before he's brought down. We see Dawson Alexander in there along with Signer was in there. Looked like Schmalhofer was in there as well, helping to make the tackle. But it's another first down as Danville continues to now pound the ball. Trying to run the clock, trying to put this game more on the ice. A 45-19 lead was still, as you see in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, under 5.5 minutes to go. Once again, Joey Harris running off that left side. Montoursville tries to steal the ball first, and then they push him back on the tackle. They tried to cause a fumble in there, and he was able to hold on to the ball pretty well. Jacob Reeder making the tackle for the Warriors.
As I mentioned before, this is a senior-laden team that Danville has out on the field. Montoursville is a young team. They don't have many seniors that are they're going to lose for next year. So, this could be a very interesting game next year.
Going to be also a very interesting week in practice, I think, for the Warriors. Starting with the bus ride home. Riley under center. KJ turns. They're going to try a sweep to the right side this time, and cutting it back as Austin Millar, able to take that ball up off the right side. Signer again on the tackle for the Warriors as he makes it as Danville just moving the ball nice and right just down the field a little bit at a time.
And moving the clock too. Actually, they're picking up too many first downs and the clock stops, so they reset the chain.
They're not taking it long because this is 1st and goal now.
Yeah.
At the 9-yard line with 4:20 to go in the game. We'll check scores on our post-game show. Look at all the stats from this ball game. That young man you're looking at, that sophomore quarterback, has played a great ball game. But the star of the game is Peyton Persing, number 17, and that's the first guy J.C. Kiefer talked about on this team. They try to go to Harris this time, but he's going to be stopped right up the middle, making the tackle. Dawson Alexander's in there to knock him down. 2nd down.
Getting a lot of different players into the ball game right now that Danville is.
2nd down and goal at about the 10-yard line, just inside the 10. As we count it down. So Danville will move to the head of the Heartland Conference Division II and to the District 4 AAA, but there's a long way to go, and a lot of things can change over the last few weeks of the season. Joey Harris off the left side once again, cuts it back. He's into the end zone, touchdown. Joey Harris goes in for the score from 9 yards out, and the Ironmen have put 51 on the board.
Wow. You're over 50 points in a game against Montoursville's defense. That's really something. I didn't see that coming at all, but when we look back on it again, how many touchdowns, how many points came off of penalties, turnovers, things that we talked about at the beginning of the game that you just can't have in a football game.
Here comes the PAT. The kick is up, and it's good. We have 3:17 left to play. It's 52 for the Ironmen, 19 for the Warriors.
52 at Montoursville.
You know by now, I love the Clothier. Men's clothing at the finest in Central PA with the biggest selection in the state. Francis, how do you do it? You've got a huge selection for everybody.
We try to fit everybody from head to toe with clothes from all the brands around the world. Fit you up exactly the way you like to look.
West 4th Street, downtown Williamsport. Biggest selection, finest menswear in Pennsylvania. The Clothier, downtown Williamsport. For the finest detail and handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip.
I think it's fair to say the Ironmen sold it out for this was the game they were pointing for. And they good one. I mean, how many times have we see the onside kicks and all these other plays? This time they're going to kick it away, and it's going to hit around the 10-yard line and be picked over on the far side by Dylan Mall, who had a great return earlier in the ball game. Now he's going to get the ball up across the 32 to the 33-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10. So Dylan, who had that long one, stopped at the 5-yard line in the first half when it was a tight ball game. You don't think about that. Let's talk a little bit about our friends at Rennie Road Armor Allstate Insurance, who bring you the game of the week. When you want to be in good hands, you want to be in the good hands of Rennie Road Armor Insurance Agency. They're there for you. They care about you. They want to give you the advice you need to make sure you get the right insurance products for what you need for your family or your business. See the folks at Rennie Road Armor Insurance, Allstate Insurance. Okay, first down and 10, Warriors. They're going to make a change at quarterback. The Warriors now are going with Maddox Delana at quarterback. And he's going to hand the ball right straight up the middle to Rocco Polizzi. So Polizzi carrying the ball. Colton Sidler making the tackle.
And the mass substitution here. Yeah, you better start counting heads because so many guys went in and out. I'm not sure how many are out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Some of the linemen are still, some of them are still from the starting group, but you're seeing a lot of the other people getting a chance to play. And there you see, once again, Maddox Delana in that quarterback now. Dropping back to pass, throwing it deep down the right-hand side. It'll be incomplete as he tried to get the ball to Dylan Young, and it's incomplete.
You know, there's no doubt about it. This was a big game. 2 5-1 teams, 2 teams leading the conference, the AAA in the district rankings, and so obviously it is a big game. But Jim Kaiser did a great job of putting this game together.
Yes, he and his staff.
His calls were good. Just everything about the game was, other than the penalties, were good.
And the other thing is, as you see Polizzi sweep to the left side, he's going to get a really good gain on this before he's pulled down out of bounds at around the 45-yard line. So Rocco Polizzi getting the job done. Dawson Fulmer among those people in there to make the tackle, along with Connor Kozik. So it's a first down and 10 for the Warriors, just their 7th first down of the ball game compared to 23 for the Danville Ironmen. Ball the 49-yard line with 2:20 to go in the game. The other thing is not only did he put a plan together, but the team executed the plan. I can tell you what to do, but if you don't do it, then the pass from Delana is incomplete as he tries to roll out to the right-hand side. So it'll be second down and 10. But right. you know that, man. How many coaches I've talked to and said, "Coach, why'd you call that?" He said, "Well, that wasn't exactly what I called, but that's what my players did."
Well, there's some truth to that, but you're not going to win a lot of football games with that philosophy. It's a lot of times you got a football games is 48 minutes long, and for 48 minutes you got to do a lot of good things. And I think what's going to happen with Montoursville is they're going to look at this on film, and they're going to see the mental mistakes that they made and say, other than that, we played a pretty good game.
Rocco Polizzi with a great run around her outside, stays in bounds, breaks a tackle, and Polizzi gets all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So Rocco Polizzi getting the job done for the Warriors. He got a real nice block coming out of the backfield from Jeremiah Caseman, who was his fellow running back, and he helped make where he could cut inside that block and get the first down run.
Boy, they're getting a lot of people in this ball game. They just mass substituted again.
Warriors knocking on the door, trying to get another score here in the final 2 minutes. Polizzi once again off the left side, breaks away, touchdown. Rocco Polizzi gets the touchdown for Montoursville, and the Warriors now trail 52-25.
And they got 1:35 to go, Kenny. I think it's over, but we'll play out the 1:35, and I don't think Montoursville's going to call any timeouts. I think they're going to just let it run. They do have 2 timeouts here left in the second half, but you go back to the drawing board after this.
Real nice run. Polizzi really looked good. He had some score. He had score last week. He's been up and coming. We played in the JV game on Monday night against Milton, and now we're playing here in this ball game and showing you someone for the future for this ball club.
Only a 9th grader.
Yep. Kick is up and it's good. 1.5 minutes to go in the ball game. It's 52-45 for the Montoursville, for the Danville Ironmen, 52 for Danville, 26 now for the Montoursville Warriors.
Okay, we got a penalty. It's going to go against Montoursville, so they're going to come back out and kick this again.
Are they going to do that, or are they going to do it on the kickoff?
Well, that's a good point. I don't know.
Both teams have gone to the sideline. Let's see.
Well, it was
offside. Danville declined, so the point counts. All right, as we said, 52-26 with a minute and 35 to go. We'll be right back.
Hey, Rainbow Carpet has great savings right now on cash and carry pricing. They're slashing pricing up to 40% off all uninstalled product, like their great hardwood, ceramic tile, vinyl click flooring, and more. Like Lazio tile, great selection for backsplashes and more. And all the wood products, including the wide wood that everybody's talking about. Our expert installers can give you the basics so you can install it yourself to save money. Rainbow Carpet, Williamsport. BJ's Steak and Rib House, a Central PA classic since 1982, has done it again. They have perfected the authentic wood-fired Neapolitan pizza. It is unlike anything you've tasted. Handcrafted the traditional Naples way, using authentic products and preparation techniques in an amazing hand-built imported Italian wood-fired oven. 900 degrees, 90 seconds later, it's perfection. Check it out at BJ's Steak and Rib House, Selinsgrove.
Montoursville will kick off, and Danville also.
Yeah, they have a hands team in. They're expecting the onside kick.
And they're going to kick it deep, and Ian Persing is going to watch it go into the end zone. So Danville will get the ball. Actually, that's not Persing, that's Cleese. Ethan Cleese back deep, and he watches it go over his head. With a minute 35 left, 52-26. Coming up in our post-game show, we'll look at the River Valley big play of the game. We'll update you on the Harder scoreboard and scores of other games in addition to that Shamokin win over Selinsgrove tonight. And we'll tell you where the Cable Sports crew will be next Friday night, where you'll be able to see it live on webweeklylive.com, cablesportslive.com, as well as on the Gary Chrisman Facebook page.
Boy, Henry Hynoski's just done an unbelievable job with
He sure
Shamokin
has.
this year. 2-9 last year, and he beat Lewisburg. He beat Lewisburg. He beat Selinsgrove. I mean, this year. I didn't see that coming, and I wished it as much as anybody did to see Henry do well.
Jaden DeVin on the carry for the Ironman here as he gets a yard on the right side. Schmalhofer making the tackle. Zachary Schmalhofer for Montoursville making the tackle. It is a second down and 9 at the 21-yard line. Brady Kranak is now the quarterback with a minute to go. Brady Kranak now at quarterback for the Ironmen as he's resetting some of his people as well. Jack Smiley in is one of the running backs for him. Going to turn around and hand it off inside, and Montoursville able to stop that one pretty well. Montoursville able to get in there and get the job done to stop him. So it looked like it was Heath Jones on the tackle for the Warriors on that one. Third down.
I'm not sure there's any starters in the ball game anymore.
Going to have to snap the ball one more time.
Next week, the Ironmen travel to Shamokin, 7 o'clock kickoff.
So Danville's at Shamokin next week. Then they close out the season home against Selinsgrove and Southern. Montoursville's last home game next Friday night against Mifflinburg. Then they go to Towanda and Selinsgrove to close out the season. And they'll run a sweep back to the right-hand side. And then once again, carrying the ball is DeVin. And he's brought down by a host of Warriors, including John Schneider on the tackle. And that's going to be it. They're rejoicing at homecoming tonight here in Danville, as the Danville Ironmen win it 52-26 over the Montoursville Warriors. So Montoursville now goes to 5-2. Danville goes to 6-1 as they get up to the head of things. And an impressive win by the Ironmen tonight. As things progressed in the second half, you lost key of some of the key plays in the game, but Peyton Persing had a career tonight in this ball game. He showed us why so many people think he's such a highly rated player, and being able to run the ball being able to catch the ball, and he showed us tonight just how he was able to get that done. And certainly you got to hand it to the Ironmen. They played, despite all the talk about penalties and stuff, they still won the ball game, and they won it impressively. Taking some chances with the onside kicks, making a game-saving tackle on the kickoff that helped keep them close in the ball game. So quite an opportunity for the victory there. Don't know if Danville, if we're going to be able to get an interview. Do you have somebody you can talk to?
Looks like he's
down there. And let's see if we can go down to Ben. Do you have some folks that we can talk to real quick? Or
I think he's trying to get Jim Kaiser right now, but that may be tough because it looks like he's ready to talk to the team.
Hey, he probably doesn't have a whole lot to say as far as hey. Great game. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. I think that's probably what he's going to say. But we'll get the final numbers in a little bit from Tom Losh as we go through and find out how impressive this win was. And for J.C. Kiefer and his team, they're having a long talk as well. They're going to talk about discipline. They're going to talk about composure, and then they're going to talk about, okay, we lost this one. Let's learn from this, and let's get back and let's win these last 3 ball games of the year and see if we can't come back and play these guys again in a few weeks. I'm sure that's what JC's talking about.
JC's really got to talk to these guys about playing football above the shoulders, because they made a lot of key mistakes out there in bad situations and kind of shot themselves in the foot. And you're doing that against a good team like Danville. You're gonna let the opponent score 52 points. And which is totally unexpected, the number of points that were put up here tonight by Danville.
Well, you see right there on your screen, JC is imploring his kids, and he's gonna lay it on the line for him. I mean, that's the kind of coach he is. He's going to tell him, and we'll see. As we said, their last home game is next week against Mifflinburg. Then they have to go on the road for the final 2 weeks of the season, and those games will determine where they stand in the district playoffs, and time to be able to come along and be able to get something done.
And like I say, the best thing that you have a tough game Danville does against Southern. And I'm not saying Danville can't beat Southern. I'm just saying they're going to be the underdog going into the game. But if they would lose that game, then both these teams would have 2 losses, and you're most likely going to be seeded 1 and 2. And if you're seeded 1 and 2, you're not going to see each other to the final. So, I think there's a lot for Montoursville to play for here in these last 3 games of the season.
There you see Jim Kaiser talking to his team and raising his fist in success and telling him what a great job that they did in the night. We were hoping we could get a chance to have Ben Reichley talk to him real quick and talk about this ball game a little bit here and get the opportunity to spend a few minutes with us before he heads into the locker room to be able to enjoy what should be a big victory. Now, all right, Ben, let's go down to Ben Reichley out in midfield, and let's talk to him and the winning coach.
Coach, you talked a little bit at halftime. I'm not sure you had to make any adjustments from a standpoint where you guys really came out and just really overpowered them the second half, both offensively, defensively.
Well, the kids were real confident in what we were doing in the first half, and when at halftime they just said, Coach, let's keep doing what we're doing, and we came out, and that's what we did, and they did a nice job, put a lot of points on the board and did a great job defensively.
Offensive scheme, you see it in college, you see it in the pros, but a great triple set into the sideline and then drag your tight end over. It was open for you. However, your running game, I think you're 460 some yards plus maybe total offense tonight, but your running game's a good portion of those.
Well, we got a lot of good running backs, especially this guy to my left here. He's really taken over the last couple of weeks and makes it easy for us.
Well, we were wondering if he was ever going to not run the ball, and then we saw a handoff, and you almost got a touchdown.
Yeah.
So I think that worked out pretty well. Coach, congratulations. Good luck next week. You got some guys over in Schmoken coming off a big win at Selinsgrove, so that should match up pretty well for you.
Absolutely. They're a tough team. Henry's doing a great job over there.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Ben.
Guys, boy, I tell you what, I know you're brothers, but boy, you've made some plays tonight offensively. You're really carrying the load as you went. However, we got the Hustle Award here in the first half to your brother here. Ian, it was 2 fumble recoveries and a tackle on a long touchdown run that you never gave up, and Montoursville never got in the end zone.
Just keep running, try to get him. Don't let him score.
Offensively, we were talking, Babe Mayer and Ken up in the booth. When you take that Wildcat and you're running, very complimentary on letting your blocks set themselves up. You plant the foot and you cut up field. And I can hear guys on Saturday or Sunday talking about that in a running back. But a very good job. Your offensive line opened a lot of holes for you.
Oh, yeah, the offensive line did great. And just got to stay patient, wait for those holes to open. And when they did, they were there, and I was able to make big plays out of them. Hats off to those guys. And running backs, too, helping out big way blocking.
When you handed that ball off, were you had a little angst that you were going to have to hand it off, or was it okay?
No, I was all right. I was a little tired, so I figured I'd give him a little chance and almost put in the end zone.
Well, guys, good luck. You're going across the mountain. It'll be an interesting atmosphere over in Shamokin. I think you got Selinsgrove coming up here at the end of the year. Have some good practices and stay healthy, and appreciate the time.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, guys, a heck of a battle by Danville Ironman tonight when you talk about what they did from about 2.5 minutes ago in the first quarter to the end of that game. They really controlled that game, and Jim Kaiser and his staff put a good scheme together. I think you're talking, in a way where Montoursville has to go back and sort of regroup, but J.C. Kiefer and his staff, the ability to put their team back in, and let's face it, everyone's trying to get seeded for district playoffs, and that's where the second season starts. But Montoursville will look at this film, and no doubt they're going to improve.
Very good, Ben. Yeah, and JC's still talking to his players down on the field, as you can see. 52-26. We'll be back with the Fairfield Auto Group postgame show. That's coming up next.
Rennie Road Armel, congratulations. 40 years in the business. Rennie Road Armel, Allstate Insurance. Got to make you feel pretty proud of what you've been able to achieve with a great staff here. But as you told me, you're not thinking about retirement. You still love what you do.
Oh, yeah, I enjoy coming in every day. It's hard to believe 40 years. It seems like yesterday I was still in the classroom teaching. Time kind of flies when you enjoy what you're doing. You don't look at it as a job. You don't mind coming in. Contact with the people, being helped some people out at times when they need it. It's a rewarding job.
Yeah, and an amazing thing, too. There's a lot of days on a Saturday or Sunday, you're in here working a bunch of hours because there's things to get done, but you're really enjoying updating folks on the insurance, making sure they're getting the proper discounts and the proper coverage.
Oh, yeah, getting people in for reviews is just so important. People don't realize how fast things are changing in this industry, how liability suits are escalating. We got to make sure people have the right coverage there. That one accident or one mistake can't cost you everything you worked your whole life to have.
Well, the other thing you've told me many times, it's all about service, it's all about coverage. You got a great staff here, and that is certainly a key. Having folks that deal with people. When I first got involved with you guys, I knew I wasn't another number at an insurance agency. You get to be friends with your clients. That makes a difference when you come here. People know your name.
Exactly. It's basically like family. Some of these people are with me all 40 years that I'm in business, and when they walk in the door, you know about their family, what their goals are in life, and where they stand.
Rennie, congratulations, 40 years and many more to come. Rennie Road Armel, Allstate Insurance, Westminster Drive, Williamsport, South Main, Mansfield.
Thank you.
BJ's Steak and Rib House, a Central PA classic since 1982, has done it again. They have perfected the authentic wood-fired Neapolitan pizza. It is unlike anything you've tasted. Handcrafted the traditional Naples way, using authentic products and preparation techniques in an amazing hand-built imported Italian wood-fired oven. 900 degrees, 90 seconds later, it's perfection. Check it out at BJ's Steak and Rib House, Selinsgrove.
Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves on our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years.
When it comes to Billtown's best pizza, everyone knows Park Pizza. Memorial Avenue, Williamsport, right behind the outfield fence at Bowman Field. Offering takeout, delivery, and dine-in. Open daily at 4 p.m. Finest pizza around and great stromboli, wings, and more. The best since 1960. It's a tradition in pizza like no other. Takeout, delivery, dine-in, Park Pizza since 1960. Give them a call today at 322-9024.
Hey guys, we're back here at Biters Furniture Mattress Appliance. Biters, 52 years here in the Williamsport area, here in Southside. Matt Bauer Furniture Department. Everything's gone custom. You talk about comfort. That's what it's going to. That's what it's all about. Best seat in the house. You've got it.
That's right. We have the hottest thing right now is definitely power. It's power recline. It puts your feet in the right position, puts your back in the right position, your head in the right position, and that's definitely the hottest thing right now.
Let me check this out. You know, it's like the remote. Wow, you've got the lumbar, you've got the foot rest area coming up. This is like the perfect seat at the 50-yard line for watching football and basketball and all your favorite games.
That's right. You can pretty much put yourself in the perfect position. So a lot of these new sofas have 3 different motors that are going to be perfectly customizable.
What is the most important thing when you're buying furniture here at Biters?
Well, definitely the most important thing is comfort. But you have to remember quality and also customizable. And we have all of those things to offer you, but comfort is the key.
Okay, the other key is if I want to shop online, you can do that with Biters too, right?
Absolutely. At biters.com, we redesigned our whole website. Now you can track your deliveries. And it's not only that you can track your deliveries, Gary, but it's going to be coming from a Biters truck, from a Biters employee, not a delivery service. And then we're going to give you, in addition to that, hundreds of items that you can buy at prices that compete with all the internet big names.
You just sold me. Nobody does it better. Furniture, mattress appliance. The name is Biters. Check them out today. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Gary.
Welcome back to the Fairfield Auto Group postgame show here at Danville tonight as the Ironmen beat the Montoursville Warriors 52-26. An impressive win. Montoursville had just 91 yards carrying as a team on the ground. 115 yards in the air for 206 yards. Danville, on the other hand, 267 on the ground, 188 in the air for 455 yards. And that's just part of the story of how they dominated. Obviously, the score tells you 52-26, tells you pretty much all you need to know.
Yeah, you know, you can take nothing away from Danville. I thought they played really a good game tonight. I thought they did what they had to do. But in the second half, it got very sloppy, and a lot of penalties, a lot of things put them into situations where they had short fields, or that may have been much more than 455 yards. And for Montoursville in the exchange, it got very ugly because they had 2 players ejected in the game. I think that means they cannot play next week.
I think only one was actually ejected.
Oh, well, okay, one was ejected, right. Okay, and the other one, I think you're right. But I think he's going to be out for the game next week. And, you know, so Montoursville did some good things. I think when you look at the film, you're going to say, you know, as bad as that was, okay, Montoursville really did some good things in that ball game. And so, you know, I really thought that Danville was going to win this ball game, but never did I think they would score over 50 points.
KJ Riley, the quarterback for the Ironmen, had 13 out of 22, 188 yards, and 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Peyton Persing, 17 carries for 91 yards, and he had 3 touchdowns there. So, I mean, you're just looking at a tremendous night to be able to put that together. For Montoursville, Hunter Shear had 8 for 18 passing, 115 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Jackson Delana had had 3 receptions, 72 yards, and a touchdown there. Plus, he had the touchdown recovered in the end zone when he recovered the ball in the end zone. River Valley Transit, big play of the ball game tonight. We saw this coming up in the second half when Danville really put the second. And what a pass play this was from K.J. Riley. As you get a chance to watch it here, you see him back. He gets a good chance, and he throws it down there to Peyton Persing and just steps inside.
Yep. And look, and 2 receivers on him. That ball had to be perfectly thrown, all right, for that to be either a touchdown or out of bounds or intercepted. Perfect. Right on the money, and we saw a lot of good stuff out there tonight out of both teams.
2 turnovers by the Warriors tonight in the ball game, but penalties, 96 yards for Danville and 8 penalties, 7 penalties for Montoursville for 82 yards. So that a factor that Babe was talking about. But once Montoursville scored early in the third quarter with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter, when they were able to get the ball to Casement in the end zone from Shearer for that 24-yard touchdown to make it 24-19. From there, Danville were able to score 2 more touchdowns in the third quarter, 2 more in the fourth quarter to put it away. Now the Biters game ball for tonight. And Jackson Delina is who we're going to give. Montoursville is going to get the ball. He had a good night defensively. He had 3 receptions for a touchdown, plus recovered the fumble in the end zone. So Jackson Delina gets the Biters game ball in this ball game tonight.
And he seemed to be the guy that was in the right place at the right time. And,
he made a ton of tackles early in the game when they were still in.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. And a very good ball game by the young man.
So 52-26 the final. We'll look at the harder scoreboard when we come back to wrap things up here from Danville tonight.
Hey, we're back here, Fairfield BMW post-game show. Rick Wigley and the gang here at Fairfield BMW. Wow, what a state-of-the-art facility. I know you're really proud of this one, Rick.
Yeah, it's a great facility. Shows off the car as well. Great inventory, and got the guys here to sell and take care of everybody.
Okay, Courtney, sell me on this. First of all, the 640. Tell me about the 640. This is a great-looking, brand-new 2019.
Well, the 640 is for the guy who wants the sporty car but has the family. It's got all the room in the back, but boy, what a drive.
Okay, John Bueller, we've got another vehicle here. Tell me about the X2. I actually drove the X2. Sporty and fun to drive.
Oh yeah, a little under 230 horsepower. Brand new, just came out in 2018, and we expect a lot more here in 2019. And a lot of fun, a lot of style, and it's great for even the old BMW owner.
Absolutely.
Why'd you look at Gary that way?
I guess that's me. The ultimate driving machine. Check it out here. Fairfield BMW. We'll be back with more of the postgame. Make it Fairfield for fair deals.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, serving 3 meals 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 3 p.m. on Sundays. House-made desserts, including famous Griggs' sticky buns, coffee, peanuts, and peanut butter, and specialty drinks. Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, just off North Loyalsock Avenue in Montoursville.
Welcome back to the Fairfield Auto Group post-game show. Ken Sawyer filling in for Gary Chrisman tonight with Babe Mayer and Ben Reichley as we saw the Danville Ironmen put an impressive 52-26 win over the Montoursville Warriors. Let's look around the Harder the scoreboard from Harder Sporting Goods on Lycoming Creek Road in Williamsport. Williamsport scoring with 7 seconds left in the game to lead Pittston 36-33. So the Millionaires in a real battle there tonight.
Right. Obviously, the Millionaire defense must have been punctured a little bit because that was an in-and-out game the whole way through.
Loyal Sock winning over Mifflinburg 24-14 late in the game. In the Old Shoe game, Montgomery winning over Muncie 15-14. 15-14 the final there. Mount Carmel rolling over Hughesville 48-0. Central Columbia handling South Williamsport easily 48-27. Southern Columbia 62-7 over Jersey Shore. And it was Shamokin, 44-8?
44-8.
44-8 over Selinsgrove. So quite a surprise. And of course, both these teams have Selinsgrove to play yet on the schedule. And for Danville, Shamokin's the game they play next week. Montoursville will be home for their final home game of the year, taking on the Mifflinburg Wildcats. So should be quite an interesting time. Our game next week with Mr. Chrisman will return, and you guys will be at South Williamsport's Rodney K. Morgan Stadium as the Mount Carmel Red Tornadoes come in to take on the South Williamsport Mounties.
And South Williamsport Mounties, a single A team. Boy, I'll tell you what, they piled on the teams this year. It's going to be a good ball game. South, I was surprised with what happened to South tonight, but they can bounce back, and we'll see what can happen.
Certainly Central was the favorite in that ball game, but the margin was quite a bit in. So for all our crew here in Danville tonight, all our technical crew as well as Ben, Babe, and myself, I'm Ken Sawyer. Gary will be back with you next week. Thanks for joining us on WebWeeklyLive.com, CableSportsLive.com, and the Chrisman Facebook page. The Danville Ironmen winning it 52-26 over the Montoursville Warriors. Danville beating Montoursville 52-26. Good night from Danville.
You know by now, I love the Clothier. Men's clothing at the finest in Central PA with the biggest selection in the state. Francis, how do you do it? You've got a huge selection for everybody.
We try to fit everybody from head to toe with clothes from all the brands around the world. Fit you up exactly the way you like to look.
West 4th Street, downtown Williamsport, biggest selection, finest menswear in Pennsylvania. The Clothier, downtown Williamsport. The new go-to place for great food in East End is 505. That's right, 505. 505 Washington Boulevard, 7 days a week. They have great steaks and pasta, great sandwiches and salads, homemade soups, amazing homemade cheesecake, and they also do catering. 505 at 505 Washington Boulevard. Right next door, don't forget about Boulevard Brews with a huge selection. 505.
Kiss 1027, the 80s to now.
Back to pass. Magnano steps up again to the outside Simmons. Look what he does after the catch. Down that sideline, dances. He's gone. Marcus Simmons, touchdown Millionaires. Play action. Goldman good. Back to pass. Got a man there going up. What a catch! 25, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown. 67 yards out of the gun shear. Warriors. They're going to flare it out here. They got that little quick flip screen. Mall, 30, 25, 20. Dylan Mall, the distance. Touchdown, Warriors.